Star by Blue Opals. We've got Keshies. Oh, look at these. They're so lovely. We've got more sterling silver as well. So
good morning, everybody. Hello all, how are you? It's so nice to see you today. My name is Rebecca Redican and you are watching JewelleryMaker. It's really nice to be with you. How was your weekend? Was it good? Oh, do you know what? I had quite a productive one actually. I did some gardening yesterday. I kid you not. I raked the lawn with a brush because I don't have a rake. But apart from that, I raked the lawn with a brush. It took me about, well, far much longer than it should have done. Anyway, I got that done and then spent the rest of the day watching telly. It was fab Sunday, a fantastic Sunday. I'm joined by someone today to really kick our Monday off with a big, bright smile because we have got today some really, really unusual but beautiful makes from my guest designer. It is the extremely talented Alison Tarry.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. Apart from the traffic on the way down here, everything's good.
Tell me, was it just the winds or something?
I don't know, but all three motorways were horrendous.
Yeah, they really were. Me and Alison obviously live quite close to each other,
Yeah.
so we just like to take the same route. And you're right, yes, it wasn't the best today. Now, Alison, I hear you've been keeping your ear to the ground.
I have.
For design techniques today. What have you got for us, please?
We've got ear cuffs.
Yes.
And assorted ear jewellery. So yeah, it's good fun today.
Aren't they fab? Don't you think? Don't get me wrong, quite an unusual ear setup.
Yes.
Where did you get these from?
Just on the internet.
Yeah, Middle Earth.
They're for holding your earphones and you wrap the cable tidies.
Ah, that is
That's what
clever. See, multi-purpose.
Perfect for this.
Perfect for this, they really are. We've got ear cuffs today then. Isn't that unusual to have ear cuffs? Huge
Love
fashion
it.
at the moment, aren't they?
Enormous fashion. There's so many. I mean, Emma Watson
Yeah.
wears them loads.
Yeah.
Darcy Bussell wears them.
Absolutely.
See loads of people wearing them. If you put it in, you see so many stars with unusual. They don't just have an earring anymore.
No, they don't.
They really don't.
And even people who are just having earrings now, it's just in one side, isn't it? A lot.
You have the cuff on one side and an earring on the other. But also they're fantastic. Some of these are suitable for pierced ears as well because they actually go through the piercing and then a cuff. But the vast majority of ear cuffs, you don't need your ears pierced.
No.
And you know, if you don't want to use clip-ons, they're great because you can decorate your ears without having that. And
Absolutely.
they're so comfy to wear.
They really are. I'll be honest, I popped into one of Tarry's ear cuff workshops the other week, and I'll be honest, I did pop one on and try and walk out with it, but people noticed.
She was stobbed in, weren't you?
I know, yeah. The kit's under £35 and it's got silver wire in it.
Wow.
Wowzers.
A lot of wire.
A lot of wire. Well, that's coming up for you today. I've got loads of goodies and loads of treats. I've got some stunning gemstones here, which I just can't wait to show you. I know that this one caught your eye earlier on.
Beautiful.
The purity of hue. That is sensational, isn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. The clarity in them.
Yeah.
I can't get over the clarity. The colour is just amazing, but the clarity is superb. Absolutely loved it. It's terrible being here.
Stunning. And do you know what I'm just thinking? Colour-wise, they go really nicely with this Labradorite cabochons.
Oh yeah. Look at that. oh, doesn't that look like a forest with a river and the dark sky behind it?
You're right. And
Isn't
I can
that
see
gorgeous?
like a tree trunk here.
The silhouettes of the trees.
Oh, hello. It does, doesn't it? I've got loads of goodies coming up for you. I'll be showing you those throughout the show. Lots of brand new ones. But I've got one that is going to be putting a huge smile on our face. Every single time we've brought this to you on air, it's been a reorder in, and every single time it has sold out on its first outing. So if you want to get your hands on these, you have to be so quick. You really, really do. Take a little look at these because you won't want to leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right? Yes, Scott, I did do that joke last time, but let's just say, you know, why get rid of a very good thing? So I always say. I don't think I've ever said that, but anyway, that old saying. Oh, Alison, Tarry. That wasn't me, Cass.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's a good start to the morning with my horrendous jokes at 5 past, and now you're dropping things. Alison's just so excited about these leaves. Take a little look at them for me because they really are stunning. Multicoloured copper-plated leaf pendants I have here for you today. Now, every single one of these looks so unique and individual. Let me pick two that are very similar of size. So these two obviously very, very similar of size, but can you see the detail in them all completely different? The reason that is these, ladies and gentlemen, are real leaves. I know, that sounds absolutely absurd, but it's completely and absolutely true. Essentially what we have with these leaves is you've got leaves that have been dried, essentially, covered in your copper and then covered in a responding colour for whatever you've got upon these. Now what that means is every single one of these vein details is true and real of nature. That means that every single one of these that you get is totally different. A lot of you will be buying 3, 4 and 5 packs of this because they are so beautiful, and you want to do things like earrings, for example, or you want to do a really big statement piece. And for those of you who are buying 3, 4, 5 packs of this, every single one will be completely and absolutely different because, as I say, they are genuine leaves. Let me show you around them because they are super sturdy. Let me give you this one. I love these ones because some of them are kind of one flat colour. Obviously, it's got the shine and the sheen for it, but it is one flat colour. These ones, can you see how it's almost oxidised? It's beautiful, isn't it? So you can see all the way around these, because they are leaves, you get that natural movement to them. They are metal, which means you can shape these slightly as well, and they will actually hold their shape. You can see you have the veil that's already attached, again carrying that leaf design through, and you can also see that the large section at the top, it's a lot of space in there for the likes of your Viking knit if you so wish to do that with that. I love that you can layer these up. I really like the idea of just popping these onto a chain as a pendant and layering them up. Could you see how you could sort of see through those? Isn't that so beautiful? And every single time that you do the same design, say you did, you know, this is a pair, that is a pair, and that's a pair, every single time it would look completely and absolutely different. These are going to be so useful for anyone who gets inspired by nature, which I know, Alison, you do. I'll talk to you more about that in a moment. Anyone gets inspired by nature, anyone who loves working with something that Mother Nature has brought that we have just added a little bit of uniqueness to. That price point today is just £19.95, and you're getting 6 of these in total. That is a really, really special price point when you consider that these are all lavished, real deal copper. I think you're absolutely right, Director Ollie. If you put one of these on a chain, you would quite absolutely be happy to pay more than that price point in some places, wouldn't you? Absolutely. Now, I was saying that you were inspired by nature. Tell us what it is about nature and what it is about these that inspire you.
Nature produces such amazing stuff on its own. You know, if you ever are stuck for inspiration, go in your garden, take a walk. Even things like pylons can look amazing.
Yes, you're right.
You get the different shapes on them and stuff. Just sort of do that with your hands and just sort of block most of it out and just look at little sections of it, and it's amazing. And those are just gorgeous. And I can see those in a bouquet and actually wire them in so that they're standing upwards.
Love that
They
idea.
look absolutely incredible.
Love that.
You know, you if you wanted to, you could do your whole Roman thing with them. But they're just amazing pieces of jewellery, just like that. Bag charms, necklace, earrings would be amazing earrings.
They would be fantastic. Again, we were talking about the ear cuffs, and we were saying that it's not now, even when it comes to just earrings, about perfect pairs of earrings, is it?
No, no. And even me, who you know, most of you who know me know I don't do asymmetry, although I have today. Wow, amazing.
Oh.
For ear cuffs, I can cope with it with just having one in. It's really weird because I can just wear one and not feel unbalanced.
No, I know what you mean.
Because it's like saying, well, you only have one watch on. You don't have to put one on your other wrist to be balanced.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
true.
weird.
No,
I
actually,
have a very
it's a good
strange
point.
brain.
No, it's a really good point.
But because they're the same thing, but they're all unique, you can get away. You know, it doesn't matter.
No.
Gorgeous.
I think that is absolutely such a
Beautiful.
fab idea. Plenty of you coming through for this. Welcome. Good morning, everybody. Now, with these ones, Alison, Tarry, if we did want to incorporate them, say, into an ear cuff, how would we be able to do that?
Well, you could actually wire it so that it's going upwards over the ear. You could have a few going up behind the ear. So if you did... The chain one has a frame behind the ear.
I see.
And if you attach them to that, you could have this sort of almost wing effect coming up behind your ear, which would look incredible.
That's amazing. That sounds like something from a fantasy book.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very sort of elvenish, and that would look amazing. You really could do that. So easy.
You know that guy off of The Hobbit who lives under the tree... No, he's in The Hobbit. He lives under the tree, and he always has bird excrement in his hair.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, no, he was in it.
He's a Doctor Who.
You know the one I mean, though. Yes, he is a Doctor Who. That's correct. The one who speaks to all of them.
Radagast.
I love that. That's what it would remind me of. I think that's a really good point. Hello, Dawn. As the leaves have fallen outside, could we please have the price dropped by a little bit and I'll buy another pack? Thanks, says Dawn.
It's nothing like being cheeky first thing on a Monday, is
Oh, Dawn. This is exactly how Scott's going. He's going, oh, Dawn, Dawn. Go on then, Dawn. Only because you've asked so politely. £17.95 for you today. Now, I've never known us drop the price of these before myself, so it's lovely that you have given us that treat today, Scott. That is a sensational prize point to get your hands on these ones. It truly, truly is. I mean, because they're a serious statement, aren't they?
They are. They're absolutely amazing. And you can put them in the second kit. They go so well with some of the flowers we've done in the second kit.
You're absolutely right. Oh, yeah, you're right.
That one.
Yes, yeah, good plan. Works out how much each, Scott?
Could you imagine just sliding it on the back of the
something
of
like
the attachment?
this?
Yeah.
What do you think? That's nice, isn't it?
Brilliant. Fantastic with the meshes.
Because it works nicely with the texture, actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
And obviously, pick the appropriate size, colour, etc. for you. Love those together.
I'm loving those together as well.
A little brooch, a little hair grip.
Yeah. They'd look amazing in your hair. I mean, that's a brooch, but you could very easily put that on a hair comb.
I think that's such a good idea.
They look amazing.
We're going to be showing you more of these wonderful pieces a little bit later on. Thank you, Tarry, for your love. Okey-pokey, everybody. If you want to get your hands on loads of deals, you're absolutely in the right place today. We're going to bring you a couple of more now, just before we go over to Alison, Tarry. There's nothing in that box, Scotty Bloody Bean. Oh, wait, there probably is. I'm just... Oh, no, there is. There is. I'll be honest. There is. Yeah, no, there is. Just, just decided that there wasn't for a moment. I'm just pulling your extender chain. I've got for you here a big selection of your 925 sterling silver. And these are the ones that have the little droppers on the end. Great thing with these is, obviously what they do, they extend your necklaces. Now, you might have bought and made loads of chain necklaces from us that already have extenders on, but actually you might have bought ones that don't. So you might want to add these onto ones that you bought ready-made, and you just need to add these on with a little bit of a few of your tools and a little bit of a jump ring. Or alternatively, you might have actually bought one of our chains that already has the extender on, but that might not be good enough for you. You might like the opportunity to wear it between quite a few different sizes, and these ones can absolutely help you do this, because these are 3 centimetres long, which means you've got about 1 inch on these ones. So if you had this and maybe the usual one that we have on the chain, you've actually got the difference there of 2 inches. That's going to make a real big difference. That could be a difference between you kind of having it rested just in between your collarbones and wearing it slightly further down, maybe over a jumper or a t-shirt. And what you're getting with these ones is the 95 on that dropper section on one side, and then it is blank on the back for any messages. Maybe you've got the mini stampers and you want to do a special date on there or an initial. You could do so much with these, you really can. 10 of them you're going to be getting in total. It's the genuine real deal silver, and at $925 you know you've got serious luxury. Your price point today is £11.95.
Do you mind not doing that when I'm taking
Is it? Oh, well, you're going to be shocked at what we're about to do with this. £9.95. Now, Alison, Tarry, I know that things like this that are so useful are something all guest designers need.
Yeah, immensely useful. We have some fantastic silver chains in JewelleryMaker with some amazing silver chains. But for, shall we say, people of a certain stature, like me, these are essential. So if you are giving a gift, or if you've got a stall, or even if it's for personal use, having the ability to extend it by quite a lot is absolutely amazing. Yeah. It means someone's not going to go, oh, well, yeah, I like it, but it's not going to fit. Yeah. It's like, oh, brilliant. You know, and whether you throw it in or whether you put a charge on it or whatever, however much you're charging, that is essential, and that price is amazing. Yeah. That price is amazing because there's quite a bit of silver in there. You forget the silver in the little tag, and you can stamp on that little tag, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, you absolutely can, and you're absolutely right. And we keep talking about necklaces, but actually bracelets as well.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Because I think bracelets are really difficult to get in a right size, I would say, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, people's wrists vary vastly.
Dramatically, yeah, they really do.
So again, to have the option, then you can make one size, but make it fit all with the extenders. It's brilliant. Yeah,
totally. I just love these. I really do. I think they're beautiful. Well done to all of you who are already getting them. That is a really, really cheeky price point for you there. On something that we don't get, half my stock has gone, by the way, on that, I'm afraid to say. But it's something we don't get to see so often at all, is it?
No, we don't. Especially, you know, not individual extenders.
No.
And that's brilliant.
It really is fantastic, isn't it? It's something very, very special indeed. £9.95 for you today on these ones is a really, really wonderful deal for you to be able to get. So what I would say is, if you haven't shopped with us before, then it's lovely to meet you. Hello everyone, I'm Becky. All you have to do is get in touch with us on 0800 644 655. Press option 1 and you will get through to our call centre, and they'll be able to help you out. Do feel free to text us any questions as well. Let us know what you've been up to over the weekend. So text with the word JM Studio, and the text number is 60777. Text us what you've been up to this weekend. If I sound a little bit bunged up, which I think I do, I haven't actually got a cold, but when I was doing the gardening the other day, I slightly impaled my inner nose on I've just deheaded a plant, went to do another one, and the sort of branch just went right up there.
Did you have canine help doing the garden?
I did. Yeah, I did. Bless her. Yeah.
Makes it entertaining.
It does. Yeah, it does. When you're trying to pick up all the leaves and they're just running through it. Little pup. So do feel free to let us know. I hope you haven't impaled yourself on any branches though. It's all right. I'm fine. Now I'm going to move on to Alison Tarry's kit. Now, Alison Tarry.
Love the kit. Sorry, just generally love. You know.
Love. I thought you were going to break into song then. Da, 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 da. This is a really fantastical kit, actually, isn't it? Is it something you asked for?
No, I was just lucky enough to get it.
Really?
Yeah, because I would have. It's amazing kit.
You've absolutely got so many things up your street. I wondered if you'd maybe ask for a few of these treats. Well, you have been... I did not realise.
That's what I said. You've got loads and loads of wire.
Bear in mind, I've guaranteed you an under 35 price tag, even though I'm bringing you 0.4 and it's 100 metres. But need to make you aware I've got less than 50. 50. So it is first come, first serve. Ladies and gentlemen, get yourself on the phone. This is your elegant ear cuff collection. You've got a lot of wire in here. 100 metres of your 0.4 in the silver, 10 metres of the 0.8 in that silver, and 10 metres of the 1 mil as well in there. And lots of silver to work with, one of our most popular colours. And because you've got that variation in the gauges going from super duper sturdy, strong, 1 mil all the way down to the 0.4, you've got not only a match made in heaven there actually with the gauges, but also you've got different wires that do extremely different jobs. So we'll talk to you more about that a little bit later on. If you are brand spanking new, things like the wire work is one of our most popular mediums here at JewelleryMaker, and it's one that you'll be able to get a lot of help and advice from the likes of Alison Tarry on Facebook, or if you text us in today. So do feel free to ask any question. No question is too big or too small for us. We'll always try and answer it. I've got for you a really shining example here of your spinel. Bet this put a smile on your face, didn't it?
Oh, it did. I have to confess, I looked at it and went, oh my gosh, I've only got 0.4 wire, not 0.25. It goes on the 0.4 absolutely fine.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Because we wouldn't normally expect that with something that is so delicate.
I know, I was like, oh, nope, went on. Well, I have it preloaded, so it's already on it. Beautiful, beautiful strand.
It's fab, isn't it?
So sparkly.
It is. For something so delicate, it doesn't half pack a punch, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
It really, really does. I adore that. Stunning spinel, such a unique and individual gemstone. It really is. Such a high luster point, lack of blemishes, and that means that the light that hits it goes back to the eye at such an incredible speed, and it gives you this astonishing light burst. It just lights up your face, your décolletage. I've also got in here for you a big amount of your stars. Really unusual colour on these. It's almost a kind of gilded gold in a way, isn't it?
It's an oldie gold, isn't it?
Really beautiful gold coloured hematite stars you've got here. The stars, when you think of all the connotations with the stars, there's so many positive connotations, you know, wishing upon a star, achieving high grades such as an A star. You think about all of these beautiful stories and tales we're told, even as a child. You know, I just love the connotation of this. And the fact that we've gone for this beautiful gold, and it is a very complimentary gold, isn't it? It's not over the top, it's not brash, it's not buttery gold, it's a really nice gilded kind of old gold, and you've got to admit it goes great with that spinel, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. It really does. I'm going to bring you some more of your very, very deep and intense submetallic gemstones. This selection I've got here is pyrite, and you can see that they're in these really delicate rondelles. They're a 3x2. Now, these actually could be used very easily as a button design if you wanted to use them flat, but don't they sit so nicely? In fact, very reminiscent of a well-known charm-esque bracelet based in our central city, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very reminiscent of those. Beautiful pyrite, you've got that natural colouring to them, so it gives you just almost a very substantial look on quite a delicate gem, which is wonderful. And last but by no means least, now I love how you've used these. You've really gone for them in these dramatic earrings in particular. Real deal pearls. These are the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting them in that stunning white colour. There are 6x4. What I love with these is you can see we've got all of the different elements where Mother Nature's really gone into shaping this as she will. You've got those kind of lumpy, bumpy sections. You've also got these flat sections. And the flat sections on these pearls is where they've been rested within that mollusk. So where the base of these pearls have essentially been resting upon the inside of that mollusk shell. So you could actually see almost how exactly these are grown. You can always imagine them rested within that mollusk. Just really, really unique and individual. Because of all of that really beautiful texture on the surface, you get a lot of pearlescence on there as well. So let me reiterate very quickly for you what we're getting. I'll say it very quickly because the quantity is going down dramatically on this, under 50, okay? So you've got to come in to get these quickly whilst you can. I've got here your 0.4 100 metres, your 0.8 and your 1 mil, those two are 10. I've then got spinel, hematite, pyrite, and your pearls here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a glorious kind of explosion of elegance and high-end look. And at almost £50, already a good price, but I am going to be rolling that down for you. You ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, the price we're about to take this to, we wouldn't usually be taking it to, especially with the components we have within here. But today, at £24.95, we have absolutely taken this to a treat of a price. Usually you wouldn't be expecting to be able to purchase the wire alone for that price, which in my mind would mean that you're getting a genuine diamond-like spinel, a stunning gilded gold star, beautiful selection of your natural pyrite, and those wonderful real deal pearls for free. In my mind, that's what it's like for
Amazing.
me. Were you expecting that price point?
No. And can I say, the big hoop earrings, I went on the internet to have a look at, because I'm like, well, how much? I know they're going to ask me how much. I'm going to go and have a look. Have a look at how much for a pair of those, and I couldn't find any quite as big. They are sizable hoops.
Yes.
But the cheapest I found was £35.
£35
for
wow.
Genuine pearl.
For genuine real deal pearl. So you have easily made your money back on one pair of earrings.
Yeah.
Now that is special.
That's without the cuffs.
Oh, wait to see these cuffs. That is a very, very special price indeed. I now have 42 of these available, and I've got to say it is a very, very beautiful kit. Do not forget for me as well here, ladies and gentlemen, at JewelleryMaker, when we give you a kit, we're not like some places that will give you a kit and an instruction manual, and we say you have enough things to make this from the kit. We give you a kit and say, these are ideas. You will probably have some left over. I mean, Alison Tarry's made all of these pieces, and there's a mammoth amount left over.
So much left over.
Huge amount left over. And don't forget as well, even if you're just looking at this kit going, oh, I love the colours together, and aren't those stars beautiful with the pearls and da-da-da-da-da, and I need more wire, at that price point, just treat yourself to it, because you've got inspiration here, but you've got enough to play with as well. Now, these are double-sided, so if I could just show you, you know, we have got lots of different designs here. Where do you get your inspiration from?
Well, I just have a play. I really just have a play with most of them. I have a look what's round. I mean, because they're so popular at the moment, all the chains in at the moment, so you've got the draping and everything. So I do try and keep my eye on what's going on. But no, then I come back and I'll make what I fancy.
I like that. You make what you're in the mood for. Can I show you the other side of this one, do you mind? Because it's just beautiful with the pearls in it. I mean, you could go from really dramatic to quite elegant and understated, actually, couldn't you? I think they're fab. Now, I just need to let you know that Scott has just said something silly in my ear.
Which ear? Sorry.
You know I love naff jokes like that, Alison Tarry. In which ear? £19.95 we've gone to on this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, reason we've gone to that low price is because we've got about 36 of these odds left now. So we just want people to be able to get their hands on this whilst they have the opportunity to do so. There are some things we've got today in the show that are extremely high end, and we're just making sure that you've got a little bit of extra pennyage in your pocket to be able to treat yourself to some of these very high end treats we've got coming up for you a little bit later on in the show. Every single one of those strands there in front of you for under £20, and that includes 120 metres worth of your wire. So that is a huge, huge, huge proportion. That quantity is of course going down now, and there are possibly about 6-ish in baskets, I would say. So do feel free to check those out. And there are people waiting on the phone and being told as well. Okay, I know we've got loads to do in this section, so let's dive on in and get started on these gorgeous cups.
Right, so we're going to start on something simple, which is the pearl one and the little black spinel one on the far side.
This one here and this one here.
So this is kind of just the top, an ear cuff that sits over the top. It can just give you, you know, a little bit of a highlight. You can make it as elaborate or as simple as possible, but the basic structure is so easy. And again, it just sits there.
Fab.
Doesn't go anywhere. You forget. People
forget
think
it's there.
So many people think, oh, well, I wouldn't like it pinching or doing this. You forget.
Mm.
Everyone I've known who's put on an ear cuff has gone, oh, you don't really notice it, do you?
No, you really don't.
You don't.
You truly don't.
So I've started off with a piece of 1 mil. It's about 6 or 7 inches. I've got too much here.
Okay.
I always kind of do a little bit too much because you can't add it in.
All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you just want to have a nice little curve. Don't worry too much about it. The wire is beautiful. The 1 mil will hold its structure, but it can also be formed to fit. So whoever it's going for, whether it's for you or anyone else, it can be shaped around your own personal ear.
Okay.
One size does really fit all.
Uh-huh.
Right, so we're going to start with that, and then I'm going to put a bend in there. Okay? Then you need a round mandrel of some description.
Okay.
Baling pliers are brilliant. Now, with ear cuffs, it really does depend on where your cuff's sitting. Can I borrow an ear?
Anyone?
Pull me an ear, yeah, just get me an ear. Right, this isn't anatomically correct. However, you can see if you're going to put a cuff there, that distance there is a lot bigger than that distance there. So,
I got you.
So you have smaller cuffs at the top than down the bottom.
I see, right.
You know, and some people do have bigger ears. However, they're adjustable.
Okay.
So you kind of do adjust to people. So these go over the top. So I'm actually going to use the middle one, which I think is about 8 mil.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that in so that the bend is right up against it, and I'm going to take it almost all the way round. Well, I have gone all the way round, but I'm going to bend it back.
Okay.
Okay. So it looks quite good. You know, you get the general idea of where you're going. Now, to bend it back, I want to bend it so that it runs parallel. Okay?
Okay.
Well, stop, Alison. There are different ways of doing this, right? Because I look the pearl one is slightly different. The pearl one I fetched back because I wanted a loop at the front.
Uh-huh.
The spinel one I actually left there, trimmed there, and put a little loop on.
Okay.
And the loop actually, as long as you've done it flat to your ear, is what grips. So I'm going to bend this through 180 degrees so that it's going parallel. Okay?
I see. I've got you.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to pop my plier back in and then bend this back round to the front. Now, this is where it becomes adjustable, because that gap is where it's going to go over your ear. It seems like a little tiny gap, but actually that bit of your ear is quite thin, and you're going to slide it round.
Okay.
So, you know, you can have a play with that, and then we're going to pop a little loop on this bit. You put my round.
So we are doing lots of loops at the moment. If you do want your veil making pliers, which is what we've used to create that loop at the top, and I'm bringing you these ones here. These ones are the slightly kind of longer and larger ones, let's say, which means you get more room on here to be able to do these types of movements, but it's also great if you want to make your own jump rings as well. Backed by popular demand, you get your veil making pliers, and they are the 6mm and the 8.5. Your price point today on these ones is just $6.95. It really is a wonderful tool. We haven't had it in for a while, and it is for making veils, but it's also for doing individual and unique things, such as what we're doing with these now.
Can I say those are perfect for doing the ear cuffs, because sometimes doing this little bit's great on these, because you know you've got enough room. When you do the bigger cuffs, you kind of fall off the end of it. Well, you won't fall off the end of that.
No.
So that's really good.
So perfect
for it.
Get these
got a pair of those.
Oh, well, $6.95. They're back in stock. You'll have to be quick to get them.
Right. So we've now got our first side of our ear cuff. What we want to do, you can decide how far around you make it. You can do it, you know, it can come part way down the ear. Literally, you can play with how big you want it to do. So I've got quite a little one. So I'm going to pop my next bend in there, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to do, so that would be your 8.5 probably.
Yeah, got you.
On the other pliers. Take it almost all the way round. Then we're going to bend it backwards. Now this time you're going to bend it outwards. As against going parallel. If you do forget and bend it so that it's that way round, don't worry about it. Take your pliers and just turn it 90 degrees. Easier. Don't do that a lot because you stress the wire out, but you can do it. And again, if you've done it too closed, you can just prise it open a little bit. It's not the end of the world, because you're going to have to play with them when you get them to the person's ear anyway. Because you're not going to be able to get everyone's ears slightly different. You're not going to be able to get it perfectly right. Okay. So we're going to pop a little loop in there. And that is our first basic ear cup.
That's so simple.
You've got to make sure that you've got no sticky out bits, because your ears are very sensitive and they will pick it up. So for the spinel one, I preloaded my spinel just to show you that it does go on. Where's me? I've lost me.
Don't forget your 100 metres worth of the 0.4 in that kit that's at the base of your screen. I only had about, well, I was definitely in my teens on the amount of kit I have left now, so do be quick if you want that. Took it really low in price. It was £48 something, so actually it's better than half price, isn't it?
Amazing. Right, so once you've got your spinel loaded on there, I'm going to wrap, doing it 3 or 4 times around, and then I'm literally just pushing down my spinel. So that's a problem. And you can decide whether you want it to run over the top or underneath. It really doesn't matter. Wrap it round a couple of times, slide the next one down. I'm holding it in place with my fingers, which doesn't make it easy for you to see, but pop the next one round, and so on all the way along, and then you get this little line of spinel that's amazing. You can drop chain through it like I've done. You can have fun with it, have a little mini fringe that just moves. That's the other fun thing with ear cuffs, is you get all this amazing movement, and it's so fun. And you play with it, and people go, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Really is fun. So that finishes off that one. And like I say, on the pearl one, what I've done is I've put the loops there so that I could attach the chain to it.
The chain to them. Okay.
You can leave an extra tail and do swirls or whatever you like. Sky's the limit with these, and they just slide on top of you.
So that's beautiful. Fab. So that's the first one done and dusted. If you want to be able to create something like that, I have got some other wires available to you here. I've got some copper wire for you actually. Now this is a 0.6. 0.6 could be really good for this sort of thing, because we often say with the 0.6 that because it's that kind of in-betweeny, it can do certain jobs better than say a 0.8 would or a 0.4.
Yeah, you can play, but you can get more structure by twisting it. Or you can, use it I love doing Viking knit with 0.6. I really do.
Yeah.
And I love plaiting 0.6.
Yeah.
Absolutely love plaiting. But for this, you can do, you know, your tiara technique.
Yes.
You can have an amazing, we could do a tree of life that comes around your ear.
I love that
That
idea.
would look amazing. You've got all the branches coming up. Or just do it like a bridal piece. You can have all the pearls and what have you coming from behind your ear. They look incredible.
That'd be beautiful.
It would. Oh, pearls with that will look sensational.
Really stunning. You've got a massive amount of it as well. It's the 100 metres, backed by so much popular demand. Your price for it today for 100 metres are your copper colour, copper wire.
Brilliant. Oh.
What do you mean should be? There's no need to be dropping the price of wire, is there? But we're going to. Because why not? Let's treat ourselves. It's Monday, £12.95
Wow.
for you on that today. Now, you were already happy with £19.95.
Yeah, I was.
That is a great price, isn't
Well,
it?
it's 100 metres, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, even for me, that goes away. Even
Goes
for
a
me.
long way. £12.95 for you today. Get those ones whilst you can at that price. But please remember, any prices that we take low for you today will be going back up in price at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So do get them as quickly as you possibly can.
Right.
Where to?
We're going to go for the central ear cuffy ones. That one.
This one?
So yeah, so that's more of a traditional ear cuff, central ear cuffy things.
I see, yeah.
So they're both they're both the same construction, but you get a totally different look and feel.
Totally different look.
Different.
Got ya. Okay, so we're going for
Okay.
this one and this fennel-based one.
Yeah.
Fab.
So I've got about 13, 14 inches.
Okay.
Again, you know, when you add up all the wire I've used, well, you can see how much wire I had left.
Lots.
Again, I've used the 1 mil for this. We're going to do it slightly differently. We're going to put our bend in the middle to begin with. Okay. Now, this would go round the bigger part of your ear, so I'm going to use a slightly bigger one. If you haven't got a bigger baling pliers, what's quite good is a fat pen, especially if it's got a lid with a you know, a hook bit on it, because you can put it under the lid, under the, do you know what I mean? A clip.
Yeah.
And hold the clip down.
Got you.
Okay, so we're going to do the same again. We're going to take it all the way round, so we've got our sort of flat-bottomed loop.
Okay.
Okay, then we're going to bend it back. So I'm going to use my round nose pliers, and we're going to go about 1/2 centimetre, 1/4 of an inch, and we're going to bend it. Again, we're bending it back on itself, outwards, not straight up.
I get you.
So that you get it like that. Yeah. Now I called this my sitting down number 2. So you've got a number 2, but it's squashed down a bit.
Yeah, got you. Slouching.
Slouching number 2. I like that. A slouching. Now that again is where you can go. You can make this bigger or narrower.
Okay.
And you actually sort of slightly squeeze it when you put it on your ear, it gets to your own ear size.
Fab.
But to put it on, you just slide it up or down, and it does sit there. It's amazing. It does sit there. Right. So we're going to pop it back in. Now for the simple silver one, if you pop it back in, and then you take it almost to halfway. Bear in mind, if you put your fingers around your ear, the distance from the inner bit where you're going to catch it to the outside of your ear is shorter than taking it all the way around the back. The other way. One's longer than the other. It's the back one that's shorter than the other.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So you want more coming to the front than going round the back.
Right.
So you want it to be more towards the front, your pattern.
Okay.
Then, you know, you don't want it coming right down the edge of your ear.
No.
You want it sitting in front of the ear. But you can play with where it goes. So literally, all I've done with that, and you can use either pliers or fingers, and we're just going to zigzag it. Now, you can do it as tight or as loose as you want to get your pattern. Let me just zigzag that away. Now, when you've got it to that stage, to your rough zigzaggy, then you can start putting it on your ear and seeing where it sits.
I see.
And you can start adjusting it. So you can start curling it to go, so we're going to make this one go that way round, and then that will form the curve coming round your ear.
I get you.
And you can also sort of position it to exactly fit on your ear. And that's, for the silver one, that's as simple as it gets. A loop there, a loop at the bottom, and all I've done is put a little bit of chain with a star on the end, and you're good to go. Yeah, you're good to go.
That's so simple, but it looks beautiful.
Oh, they're so quick to do. Now, the other one looks totally different.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's exactly the same style, but what I did was I took the pyrite. I love the pyrite. And again, I preloaded it onto some of the 0.4. Ear cuffs are such fun. I love, love, love ear cuffs.
The ladies at your workshop the other day seem to be having an absolute whale of time. Have you got any more coming up?
I don't know when the next ear cuff workshop is.
No.
Because my next one's prong setting, and then I'm doing shaped wire in March.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so I think it might be April, but you'd have to check with Wendy. I'm not sure when, when it's coming up. Yeah.
Janet says, this has got to be a DVD. Wonderful instruction.
Oh, bless you, thank you. I have been toying with the idea of doing an ear DVD.
Yeah, I think you should, Tarry.
Right. So what I did with the other one, I've channel set the pyrite through the middle one. If you start at the loop stage and work your way back, it means you have free access because your wire can go between. So you're fine. It works quite well. So I put those all the way through the middle. I won't show you all the channel set because I'd like to do another shape.
Yeah, fab.
Channel set there, and then I put the spinel along the squiggle, and it looks so amazingly glam.
Yeah.
It does give you that wow factor in your ear.
It really is.
I mean, that you could wear that with a black dress going down anywhere, couldn't you? So that's your standard ear cuff.
Fab.
Now, if you just put a loop there and there, again, you've got a very simple, very quick ear cuff, but that's where you put the chain that goes from your ear cuff, and you can attach the chain to an earring.
Ah, I see.
Same design.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can tie that in.
So sort of like this one, is
So
that?
exactly like that one.
Like this one.
So that's exactly the same design, and instead of doing the zigzag, I've literally just put a loop and attached the chain, three lines of graduated chain down to an earring.
Fantastic. So lots of little additions you could do with these. There really is. And then,
right, if we go to, do you want to do the big pyrite one at the back, at the front? Yeah.
Yes, I do. So much so that it made my shoulder click.
Sorry
That's
about
how
that.
much I want to do this one. I love that. Again, almost quite elven, actually. Very kind of mystical.
Yeah, it's almost sort of like got that feathery.
It is,
and I mean, you could make it quite feathery if you wanted.
I love those ones.
Or you could make it a bit leafy, or you can go to town. So I've used my 0.8. So for the ones that go through your ear, because that goes actually through the ear at the base and then comes up and round with an ear cuff at the top.
Yep.
So easy to do. Slightly more fitted to the ear.
Okay.
Yeah. However, you can adjust where that comes to on the ear quite easily and just shape it a bit. So we're going to start with. Now I've exaggerated the amount I'd need to go through. Okay. So you want a post's worth. I've used a little bit extra temporarily, and then you can tidy it up afterwards. Okay. Obviously, you're going to need a back for it.
Butterfly back.
A butterfly back. We used to do safety butterfly backs. Do we still do them?
I think so.
You used to be able to get packs on the...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do.
Yeah.
Have a little look online.
Okay. So this is going to come... Now, your ear is almost... It's either like a base cleft, or that's a question marky shape.
Right, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it clef or cleft? Treble clef.
Clef, treble clef, yeah.
So you're basically doing that sort of shape. Now I know roughly that's how big they are.
Okay.
Okay, I know that's roughly most people's ear size. It might be a little, but you see what I mean. Your ear is going to be smaller than mine. I've got quite big ears. So what I would suggest is you do one, then you put it up to your ear. Obviously, don't put it that size because that's going to stick in you. But if you then just pop it to your ear, you get a rough idea
of whereabouts inside.
So that's actually pretty much the size of my ear. How horrible that was. Big, huge ear over there.
No.
Right.
You've got a lovely set of lobes, Tarry.
Thank you. So when you get to the end, I'm going to pop a right angle bend in it. Then we're going to create our loop again. So there's a lot of, you can see where we're going with all this. There's a lot of commonality. I'm going to trim this wire because I wouldn't normally, but otherwise I'm going to have wire going everywhere in it, and I'm going to spread beads everywhere, and I've already made such a mess. Now it's going to go to the top bit, and I just want it to sit over the top, so I only want a little one. So I've dropped down to the smaller size. So if you've just picked the 2 up, it would be the smaller one of the 2.
On the JewelleryMaker files, which are at the bottom of the screen, that would mean that you're using the 6mm size on those ones. And just to remind you, they're only $6.95.
I know, I'm just praying.
There will be some left, I'm sure.
Brilliant. Right, so I've done my almost complete loop. I'm going to do my bend back. And then I'm going to take that. Now I would do this double because with it being the 0.8, it's not quite as strong as the 1mm.
Yes.
So I would want that to have the loop coming back.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Added security.
Yeah. Now, I've made a deliberate mistake here.
Ah, gosh, you're good at that. Go on. So that you could teach us what not to do.
I do it a lot, so don't worry if you do it, because it's standard.
Yeah.
When I've bent it back, I've bent it so my wires come on the inside instead of the outside. It doesn't really matter.
No.
But for me, it should go the other way, so your wire should be coming over the top.
Got you. Yeah. I see.
Now, don't cut this off, because you could play with this piece of wire. So what I'm going to do is going to bend it out of the way for now.
Okay.
If you've got something like the spinel round there, then you can use this wire to swirl round it, a bit like I've done with the other one. You don't have to actually cut it off yet. But what I did with the, as it was, I've got my preloaded
Pyrite.
Loved this pyrite, I really did.
They came in the kit with things like spinel and pearls and hematite and loads of wire, and it's just a ridiculously low price we took it to, better than half price on your screen right now. We don't have a huge amount left though.
Right, I've wrapped it around 3 times. Now, where this is, that's going to be going into your ear.
Okay.
So I would make sure you can cut that, but don't cut it off yet, at the top. That's for once it's going to come to the front.
Okay.
Because you don't really want it sticking right by there.
No.
Spread these down. So I've gone for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the little rondelles. Then I'm going to put a bend in and do 3. And then I'm going to fetch that back down to my wire. So you're getting this sort of wave shape, if you see what I mean. It's not a straight line.
Yeah.
So, and then we're just going to wrap it round twice. Now these will move as you do it. You can have them quite wide. You can just do it zigzaggy if you want. This is where I say you can have a right play with this. And you just go along.
Are you counting the amount of hematite, or are you just kind of going with it?
No, well, I did count it because I'm a bit
of a counter.
Yeah. I don't do asymmetric very well.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can do asymmetric now. I've had to teach myself how to do asymmetry because I never used to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But I find it difficult with things like this or with wire weaving. If there's a pattern, I'll spot if it's not right.
I know what you mean.
So for me, and it's not saying that it's wrong if you do it at a random number.
Yeah.
But for me, I would spot it if one was. If they were all different, it doesn't matter. If one was different, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll see it straight away. However, you could graduate them and they'd look amazing. So you could have bigger ones coming up, and again, you've got that feathery type of look.
Just to let you know, once everyone checks out, the kit is officially sold out. So I'm sorry about that if you have missed it.
So just keep doing that all the way up, and that is as simple as it gets.
Isn't that fantastic? Isn't it just gorgeous? Gives such a dramatic look, and I love that you've been able to show us so many different ways. So dive in, get involved with the ear cuffs. You'll never know until you try them, and honestly, I've tried on some of Tarry's before, and they are so comfortable. So go on, give them a go. What a great gift for someone as well. Okie dokie, everyone. As always, you've been an absolute angel. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a little look at what you've been making in our Wall of Fame.
Oh, that's pretty.
We're having a right nosy at these already.
Nice.
Alison, Tarry's going to start off with one of your bakes.
I am. This is 95. I love this. Loving the colours. This is from Julie Dudley. Hi again, everyone. My entry to this week's Wall of Fame is a rose gold plated sterling silver, fire opal and spessarite garnet necklace. I knew I liked that. An earring set. Unfortunately, the picture doesn't do them justice. And due to poor lighting, absolutely everything was from JewelleryMaker, and this set is most definitely mine. Good for you, I don't blame you. Always good luck to everyone, and hopefully it will be my turn eventually. Best of wishes to everyone at and addicted to JM. Julie, that is stunning.
I think that's really beautiful. What a great choice of gemstones as well. I've got something that is so neat. This is beautiful. 93, and this belongs to Martin P, and it says, "Hi JM, all the copper wire and spacer beads, the pink colour agate druzy cabochon are bought from JewelleryMaker. Kind regards." And that is from Martin. Martin, the work and that is beautiful. Phenomenal, isn't it?
And I love the shape and the way he's done it.
Yeah, really beautiful. Good luck to you. 93 Shlumber.
Talking of very neat wire work, this is stunning. This is 96, and this is from Toria. Hello, Toria Stone. Hi all at JM. I've not been making much recently, so I thought I would send this pendant. I made it just before Christmas. It is a chocolate-coloured agate cabochon with JM gold-coloured wire and green-coated pyrite rondelles. I've been experimenting recently with my wire work, and I'm quite pleased with this, including a wonky bail. No, it's a design feature, your bail, and it didn't look wonky to me.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful wire work.
Thank you very much for that. 94 here is Joe's, and it says, a polymer clay necklace. The theme of the piece was the world. That small blue water-covered planet in a vast galaxy. I only used 2 colours and twisted and rolled them. Each bead I made a miniature world. No 2 patterns are the same. Polymer clay and gold chain from JM, and that is from Joe. Thank you so much, Joe, for sending that in. I love your thought process behind it. 94.
This is 97. I might have to steal this. This is stunning. I love it because it's a dragon. Sorry. This is from Helen McPhillips. Hi all at JewelleryMaker. My entry for this week's Wall of Fame is a dragon made with labradorite moonstone, 1mm and 0.4 wire. Good luck to all the entries in the Wall of Fame from Helen in Cornwall. That is a gorgeous Cornish dragon.
Fab and so imaginative. Thank you for sending that out. Thank you to all of you.
Could you imagine having these wings as those leaves? And having
That's a gorgeous idea. Love that
forest
idea.
dragon.
Oh, forest dragon. Okay, everyone, we're going to be back after the break with more inspiration and some brand new gemstones. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
You can now book JewelleryMaker workshops online. Just head over to our JewelleryMaker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker.
Join our guest designer Sarah Elvin for some fantastic braiding techniques in her new DVD, Braiding Edition 1. This DVD includes the basic elements for your braiding: a spiral half hitch, a fishtail braid, a half hitch round, a half hitch braid, and finally Charlotte's Web. Watch this DVD and create some fabulous jewellery with ease. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. It's lovely to see you this morning. My name is Rebecca Redican. You can call me Becky. If I sound like I've got a bunged up nose, it's because I was deadheaded a hydrangea and it spiked me in the nose, and now my nose is all swollen and I've only got very small nostrils anyway. The amount of people to comment on my small nostrils and tiny inner ears is above and beyond, honestly. 2 people have mentioned the inside of my ears being very small before. I know, crazy world we live in. Anyway, enough about me. Today I am joined by a very talented guest designer who has been making some wonderful ear cuffs for us today. And next up has some amazing flower-inspired designs today. I'm joined by the lovely Alison. Tarry.
Hello.
Good morning, Tarry. How are you?
Good morning. I'm all right.
Anyone ever commented on your inner ears?
No.
All right, fab. I've got something that is going to grab your attention. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Are we awake? Are we ready? Are we raring to go this morning? It's 9 o'clock. We are going to bring you so many treats in this next hour, and of course throughout the show, that you're just going to be really going for it today. I have got for you this stunning teal shell pearl collection. Doesn't it go great with some of the pieces I showed you earlier?
Oh my gosh.
Do you love that as a pairing, Tarry?
Oh, yeah. They're made for each other, aren't they?
I think you're right. I think they go sensationally well. You've got this beautiful teal shell. Now, the great thing about shell pearl, essentially, is that you can kind of make any shape that you want. And you can make them absolutely perfect round. We all know with pearls, we can't guarantee a perfect round a lot of the time. And even when you do get a perfect round, because of the nature of a pearl, it can kind of be blemished or dinted quite easily. These are just nails. Like, you don't have to worry about a shell pearl at all. You know, they're not a delicate little flower that, you know, as soon as you kind of pop a little bit of hairspray on it, they get blemished and changing colour, and as a natural pearl does. I'm sure a lot of you know. We always say to you, don't we, if you're using pearls in hairbands, you've got to be careful with the likes of hairspray on them, because it can change colour, it can show off dimples, it can kind of mess with the surface. These, not a problem at all. They are so super duper sturdy. They do not Use these to your heart's content. If you accidentally get a bit of perfume on it, that doesn't matter. Get some hairspray on it, bring it on. It's not a problem at all for these shell pearls. It does not matter. They're so strong and durable, and for a lot of people, that will make them extremely versatile and workable. We're going to make them extremely versatile again today. I mean, they go great with that, don't they? But they do also go very, very well some of the other treats I've got for you. And at that price point, ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing to you a very, very naughty deal on your teal shell pearls. Now, £4.95. Can I just let you know, not a price point you were generally allowed to do if you're new to us here today. We always get this email. I mean, it comes around every few weeks, and it's just a reminder, everyone, that £6.95 is the lowest price we're allowed to go to on it. But some people, such as Dion, who's now in with us, just likes to ignore them. She pretends she doesn't get them. That is a very, very special price point for you today. Don't you think, Alison, Tarry?
I think that's a fantastic price point. Because, like you say, that the pearls are a bit more special to me. And that's not downgrading what they are, but you've got such variety, such versatility of use with those.
Yeah, you really do.
And you don't have to think, oh, I don't want to damage them. They're that much more sturdy. They'll take it. You know, they're like, bring it on, come on.
Yeah. Yes,
and
I get that.
The colour is amazing. And also, sometimes you want perfect rounds. You want them all to match for a look.
Yeah, get that.
And you've got the best of both worlds. Amazing, amazing. I think they were made for wedding stuff. I really do think they were made for wedding stuff, or anywhere where you've got tiaras and, you know, doing your hats to go to Ascot, you know, when you go to Ladies' Day, you know, when you're off. Or they're off to Chester races.
Yes.
They have a Ladies' Day, don't they?
They do, absolutely. Yeah, they do. I love that point. I love that idea. There's so much you could do with these, there really is. Well done to everyone who's covered it and getting these. Lots of you treating yourself to them. Lots of multi-purchasers as well. Hello to you all. £4.95 is great for these. And please do not forget for me, shell pearl is something that some of the biggest names in the world have worked with.
Yeah.
Chanel works with shell pearls. Gucci has worked with shell pearls. Vivienne Westwood has worked with faux pearl, synthetic pearls. Who else? There was someone the other day that I saw. Thomas Sabo has worked with kind of faux pearls before. These ones aren't even faux, you know, these are still a real deal, kind of organic. It's just that we've essentially shaped them to look exactly how we want them to look, you know. So really very, very special that you can get your hands on it, isn't it?
It is. And the price point is just incredible.
Yeah.
It means you can go and get X number of strands. You know, I mean, I know our pearls are extremely, extremely reasonable, but you would not be getting pearls that size, even potato pearls that size for that price point in a million years. So you've got that versatility. You can go buy 3 or 4 strands and make a huge, enormous statement piece.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, could you imagine stitching them around a veil? Having them around the bottom of a veil, if that's the colour in your jewellery.
That's a
in
fab
your
idea
wedding.
in your wedding.
You could have them at the base of the. Oh, nice.
That's a gorgeous idea.
I like that.
I love that. Hello, text messages. Look gorgeous against the red dress, Becky. Actually, these kind of colours. I'm big into the old colour popping at the moment. Hannah Osborne does it so well, doesn't she?
Queen of colour popping.
Oh, colour popping all the time. I love the look of these. That's a Dion price. I can see the blue, says Beverly. Good morning to you, Dion. How are you doing? She's good. She's ready and raring to go this morning. We're going to be bringing you loads of prices. Good morning, Dion, says Catherine. Hi, Kath. She says, hey, Kath. Hello, Louise says, good morning to you too. Have you missed me, Dion?
I love the way that she messages
Lou
back.
says, yeah, I have. Dion says, yeah, I have actually. Lou? How much, Dion? Scale of 1 to 10? 100. Wow, so not a lot at all, because everyone knows that 1 is the most you can miss someone. £4.95, well done to you all. Okie dokie. Now, do you fancy a professional piece of kit? Because I think the professional gizmo coiling that I've got for you is phenomenal, and it's a great piece of kit. Thank you so much, lovelies. Look at that, delivered. I have got your professional coiling gizmo here, and I've got to say that this has to be one of our most popular piece of kit tools that we've had here at JewelleryMaker. Tell me why you think Alison, Tarry, it's so much love.
Oh, it gives you that length.
Yeah.
And there are so many different sizes you can do with it.
Yeah.
It just gives you the ability to have the full length, necklace length coil, which is amazing. And then you can do so much with it, absolutely so much. And it took me so long to actually get hold of this, because every time it comes on, straight gone out.
Yeah.
Absolutely straight away.
Straight away it goes, isn't it?
It's a fantastic piece of kit.
It really is. And these are exactly the types of things we're talking about here. These really huge rods that we've got there. They're absolutely mammoth. I mean, they're easily, to my eye, double the size of the usual one in actual workable length that you get.
More than double the size.
Yeah, easily. They are really wonderful, so great for the likes of your neckline piece, and you do get a variety of different sizes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your hands on this, we did get it back in stock recently, but already, because it has been so popular, because we have got DVDs on how to use this, because we have had featured hours dedicated to this. It is something that already we are relatively low in stock. It is so simple to use. We've demonstrated it on air, and you can see how to use it in the likes of our Gizmoing DVDs that are available at just $4.95. If you haven't yet started your Gizmo kind of journey, let's say, it's a path you're going to take at some point, so let's get on board with it now. Why not? You can make talks, you can make beads, you could do textures, you can do so much with this. And for this professional gizmo, and it is a professional piece of kit, all of our guest designers use this. Your price point today is a very special one. It's just £24.95. So don't forget, with something like this, it's something that doesn't go out of style, doesn't go out of fashion. It's something that you've got, you know, to kind of have with you at all times. I love my Pro coiling gizmo, which I bought from Jed. Love, love, love it, says. Do you love, love, love yours?
I do. And you have it set up, and then you can just go to it and use it, and you can do really delicate 0.25 coils that look amazing, and you can go quite chunky. You can, with the length, because when you start coiling your coils and triple coiling your coils, the longer length you've got, obviously the longer piece you end up with, because it reduces each time you do another time coiling it. And that just gives you so much flexibility because of the length. But it doesn't mean to say every time you do one, you've got to do that length.
No.
However, I would say if you're getting it out and you can do it, just whiz it off, because you can chop your coils up into pieces, and then you've got a section ready done for when you need it.
Ready to go and do what you need with it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so simple to use, it really, really is.
Yeah.
And it's great that you could do, you know, really delicate pieces with it, but you can go to town with it as well. I've just popped around my neck something that is coming to us in around about 20 minutes time. It's going to be a star buy. Look at that stunning peridot, all with that 925 chain. There's absolutely masses of it on here. You've got a huge length of it. Got around about a meter's worth in total, so absolute length of it. The quality is just beautiful. I mean, you've got that really subtle peridot colour. It's not over the top. It's more of that rainforest tone that you get with this. Isn't that beautiful?
Spring, isn't it?
Really is.
Spring.
About 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And again, you know, it's going to go very well with some of the other pieces that we've got. Do you know what? It might really go well with, actually.
Oh.
Look at the quality of that.
Look at the flashes of colour in there. Oh, my gosh.
That is spectacular, isn't it?
I
need to let you know, though, I need to make you aware, just because, you know, I like to kind of let you know exactly where we are with things. I've actually got only around 50 of these available. because the quality is so epic and so high. Obviously, it takes a lot of time, effort, energy and money to be able to get that quality, and it's not something that's around daily. So if you want that, you've got to stay tuned. And then these cabochons I showed you earlier on would go great with this as well. Almost imagine them around the outside. They'd be beautiful, wouldn't they?
Stunning.
So these ones coming up for you a little bit later on. Hello, Vera. She's saying hello, ladies. I've got one. And they are addictive. If you think you've got plenty of wire, you will need much more. That's how addictive it is.
The 0.6 100-metre reel we had earlier.
That we had on earlier.
Perfect for the gizmo.
Yeah.
Perfect. Brilliant.
To kind of find your feet with it and to really go wild with it.
I mean, you can gizmo all sorts of sizes, but that, once you start building your coils and coils and coils, that is brilliant.
Great piece of kit to get your hands on them.
Perfect with that.
Fantastic. Well done to everybody who got your hands on that gizmo. Now, I'm going to break it really quickly. A really stunning set of faceted beads. These are really, oh, I love how high shine these are. These are bitty, bitty disco balls. They are so bright. Now, we had some of the larger ones of these the other day. Now, we've got the more delicate ones here for you. And they are absolutely shining, aren't they? You're getting a mammoth 60 pieces of these today, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, as they roll around, they are just so eye-catching. You aren't just getting one pack, as you can see, you are getting 2 packs. So that means these are going to go on and on and on. It's a double trouble. You saw the arrows, I saw the arrows. People on their web are already adding this to their baskets. People have already started checking out because they want the opportunity to get their hands on these at the price point that Dion has just dropped this to. You have the opportunity to do so today if you so wish. Add a little bit of glamour, add a little bit of light, add a little bit of sparkle with these little disco balls. I've got them all, you'll be happy to know. You've got a mammoth amount, 60 of them in total. Really decent sized drill hole on these, which means perfect for so many of your different designs, aren't they? Come back. I've got for you here a massive 60 in total. There's 4 mils, sorry, on these. And let me show you that, Joel. You can see how sizable that is. You can see how sizable that is, can't you? Easily get a 0.8 through there, possibly a 1 mil, and maybe even more larger sizes. The thing is, when they roll away, I could just leave them there, but I feel like I've been beaten. There we go. There is a huge amount of you on the phone lines. Your prize for it today are these. £7.95 for you today. Your names have already gone off my screen. The amount of multi-purchases I have on this is absolutely epic. But if you do want to get your hands on these ones today, now is your opportunity to do so. They're like little disco balls, aren't they? They're like when you were younger and you used to, you know, you got your disco ball when you were younger. Everyone had one, didn't they? You had that disco ball, and then you used to like move your office lamp light so that it hit it, and then you'd get like a little, like your little disco ball would like go around your room and you kind of dance along to the Spice Girls or whatever. Do you remember us all? Do you remember those days? Yeah? Yeah? Not so sure. Gosh, I'm cool, aren't I? One of my friends made me feel really uncool last night. It's just reminded me. I said, he texted me saying, "Oh, what are you up to?" I said, "I'm just about to watch Celebrity Big Brother and play Trivial Pursuits." And he messaged me back saying, "Oh, are you playing Trivial Pursuits by yourself?" No, I wasn't playing it by myself. But how dare my best friend jump to that conclusion? That's how uncool my friends are aware I am. You're not playing it by yourself, are you? No. There's loads of you coming in and getting your hands on these. 29 is a very much an approximate quantity, and in fact I'm going to start piling these up now because we do not have a lot of them left. Do not forget for me that the purple section, Alison Tarry's got a hand up. Yes, Alison Tarry.
Can I say, they would be absolutely amazing with the ear jewellery.
Yes.
Especially anything that dangles, because you've got all that movement and that is going to catch the light.
Yeah.
So where I had them dangling on a chain, put one of those at the bottom or have a line of them.
I love that idea.
Look incredible. They would really, really look incredible with you. Because you've got that constant movement with them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
have your own little glitter ball around your ears whilst you're jiving. Hello Lou, I just seen these, similar, 48p each, and that's from Lou. Now, if my maths are correct, I have to, don't forget my mathematics mainly start with me, what's math saying? Well, no, this is how I do math. I talk a lot and kind of pretend to think and then wait for my producer to get a calculator out. So if my maths are right, it'd be about £28, 80-ish pence, wouldn't it? About that. Don't want to be too specific. Right, that has sold out, everybody. Huh?
It's a shame.
It is a shame. Okay, got for you now, everybody. Oh my goodness, gemstone strand extraordinaire. Are we talking about in the 10 o'clock? I'm sorry, I'm just teasing you then, Alison, Tarry.
You did.
It's coming up for you. Do you want to have another little peek at it?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Does it look better when I do it in slow motion, Alison, Tarry? Looks good, that, doesn't it? That's coming up for you shortly. But right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I have got some more really delicate, beautiful, intricate spaces here for you. Now, this is another double trouble. I've got to say, we hardly ever see these at all. What you've got here at the heart of this is genuine, real deal 925, okay? Real deal 925 at the heart of this. This is absolutely lavished in genuine 18 karat gold, which is just draped over this 925. Now, that you're getting a double whammy here, because what you're getting is you're getting the highest RI of all metals with the 925 at the base, and then you've got that lashings of 18 karat gold over the top of these. Now, what that means is you're getting serious high shine with gold.
Yeah.
£6.95 for you. This is about to sell out. I've got 50 of these available. That is an absolute deal and a half, everybody. That really, really is. You've got that double whammy. Look, I'm packing them up. I'm going to move on. I'm so sorry. £6.95. Bringing to you now. Oh, absolutely. Sensation. I haven't seen these ones in ages. These, ladies and gentlemen, 925, I'm sticking with the high end because let's face it, we've got the gemstones for it today. We need to bring you the components, but I'm going to be bringing you some spacers now. Look at these ones. I haven't seen these ones in absolutely ages. Ooh. The O shapes. Now, O, you could describe them as, I sort of see them as the, I don't know if anyone else used to have those handbags where the bottom of the handbag was a lip and then the top of the handbag was where your hand went, and that was a lip as well. It was almost like you had your hand in someone's mouth. Do you remember those ones? Do you remember those handbags? I used to have one, did you, Alison, Tarry? They were totally a thing. Carrie, come on. No offence didn't make it for me. It was a real thing. You kind of put your hand like... Anyway, they remind me of the handbags. So you've got those gorgeous spaces. Can you see how that, if I lay it down, can you see how it's kind of arched? It means you get this beautiful captivation of the light that just shines through. You get this all the way around it, kind of doming around, and that means you don't just get a one span of colour, you get light, you get this bending, which just looks beautiful. But then I've also got these odds for you. Now these, again, have not seen in a really long time. These ones, round ring spacers we've got here for you. And as you can see here, you've got that little nook, let's say, in there at the top. If I hold it like that, you'll be able to see better. Can you see how you've got that little nook in at the top? Now, that is a wonderful thing to have if you want to be using this as a bail. It's a great thing if you wanted to have a top jewel drop, kind of coming, cascading from behind this almost. That's going to be great as well, a way of kind of adding texture to your pieces, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love those.
So beautiful and serious amount of metal in there, isn't there?
Yeah, they're chunky.
Serious, look at that. Isn't that sensational? Can you see? 925.
That's quite a big profile on that.
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see, you got the 925 there, and also you have the 925 on the back of the lips, as it were, as well. That means that every single one of these has got that 92 stamp, so everybody's going to know that you're dealing with the creme de la creme, the absolute best, the top of the marks when it comes to our beautiful precious metals. There's a serious amount of weight to these. There really, really is. Your price point today for your precious metal, just £12.95, and you're getting a big variety here. Don't forget for me, we'll get the 2 designs on here, it's easy for you to see. Don't forget for me that with these 2 designs, you've got something that's quite unusual, quite bespoke, quite different actually. And usually if you're trying to get a component that is a little bit quirks, a little bit unusual, a little bit different, you will be paying a premium. You absolutely will. Melanie's getting in touch and saying, morning ladies, Becky. You are a ray of sunshine on this dull, drizzly day. Loving the show. Aww. Oh, thank you, Melanie. That's so lovely of you. I'm glad you're having a lovely day. It is a little bit drizzly outside, but do not you worry, wonderful, because we're going to add a little bit of brightness to your day. And do you know what, Melanie? It gives you a good excuse to stay in, doesn't it? Don't go out and do the garden like I did yesterday. Impaling my nose on a hydrangea. Ah. Dion's going, seriously, you did the garden at this time of year? I had to. The leaves are on the lawn. I should have done it previously. But the leaves are on the lawn, and then you go and pick up a leaf and your lawn's all dead underneath, isn't it? So I had to. I look like a right wally. I'm just brushing my lawn with my kitchen brush, because I don't have a rake, and then impaling my nose on a bit of hydrangea I just dead-headed. But apart from that, it went really well, Melanie. I hope you're having a lovely day, my love. Loads of you covered it are getting these. Alison, Tarry, I'd love to know what you will be doing with these 2 different designs, please.
2 different designs. Oh, with those 2 different.
Yeah, the 2 different.
Well, because you could mix and match them, but I'd be using them. Bales, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. You know, you can macrame between them. You can add that little bit of extra to that. But you know, when you've got chain like that you can use with it, when you've got gemstones like the apatite,
yes,
oh, it would look amazing with it.
Go phenomenally well, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely, and you can hang it down, and it's nice, like you're threading through there. It's nice, you can just fit it through, and look at that chain. Drop something from your chain, absolutely perfect. Absolutely
I quite
perfect.
like that as a design, actually. Obviously, if you're going to give this to someone who maybe is getting married, or someone who maybe his name actually begins with an O, but because it is a circle, that makes you think of infinity for me.
Yeah.
Makes you think of forever.
Constant.
Doesn't it? Constant, continuous. And I kind of like the idea of that, actually, on a neckline piece.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're lovely.
They're fab,
They're great to just add into things.
Lovely to have something a little bit different. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm being told that, as Dion calls it, right now it's time for the Star Bizzle. When you're getting something that is kind of the hard work's done for you, you can really have a smile on your face when you're working with it, because actually what you could do is you can put this into your designs. A lot of the hard work has already been done, so you can make something that looks so elegant, so effortless, but super quickly. Take a little look at these. A massive amount of this is a metre's worth here of our sterling silver chain. Now, sterling silver chain, what's it made out of? Okay, well, it's made out of a wire. We can purchase wire here at JewelleryMaker, as you'll well know. But actually what we've done here is we've not just got a plain wire, we've got a worked wire. So it's already been hand worked with. And what this wire has been used to create is these lovely individual sections with a gemstone captured in between, with a double wrap loop on either side. And what that means is, although it's a meter's length approximately of chain that we have here, metal and wire wise, we've used closer to 1.5 meters to 2 meters worth of that precious metal. Now, to make that yourself, quite easily costing you around the £35 mark in wire alone, because don't forget our wire in general is around about the £20 mark for 1 meter. And then you've got the added bonus of all those stunning gemstones on top, and wow, oh wow, aren't they stunning? Aren't they special? Genuine, real deal peridot we've got here. Have you noticed how you've got a lot of that sunshine back palette in this? That's what I meant earlier when I said that it's more of a rainforest hue. Have you noticed? A lot of the time we'll know of peridot that you're getting an idiochromatic gem. What does that mean? Well, it means the gem itself comes in one colour. People can confuse that though, because just because it comes in one colour, i.e. one hue, that doesn't mean that you'll only get it and every single one will look the same. The hue will remain the same, but the tone of it and also the saturation can change as well. Now, what I've got within here is a sensational, sensational hue, a sensational colouring, of which the gold just shines through. It really does. It really does shine through, because you've got so much of that gold in there, and because of the location of this, do you know what that makes me think? Shanghai. That's what it makes me think instantly. Now, obviously I can't guarantee you that this is from that Shanghai mine, a very, very prestigious, very high-end mine. The reason I can't guarantee you that is because we haven't been stated in the title. Usually it would be, but also I can't guarantee you that because I know that if this were stated to be Shanghai, you would be paying easily double than you're about to pay for this. But what I will say is it's got the elements and looks to me of a Shanghai peridot. It's got those golden hues that are a back palette to Shanghai peridot. It's got that beautiful internal glow that I would expect from a Shanghai peridot, and also the location. This is a Chinese peridot, so already there I've got the ticks. But I tell you what, it's not the price point of a Shanghai. I can tell you that for nothing. You've got stunning sterling silver paired with this luxurious high-end peridot. Your price point today. Have you seen Dion's little message at the bottom there? I'm not sure I am. Are we all ready? Is everybody ready? Brace yourselves. Dion, sorry, the arrows are going down again. Yeah, apparently that's meant to happen. I'm not sure if we are ready. Dion's written at the bottom for any of you online who can't see it. You guys get it ready for a start by price tag. Ollie, are you ready for this? Ollie, director Ollie, are you all ready for this? Oh, he's not sure. Dion's dancing away. She is so ready for this. Kerry, who looks so different today, it's because she's a year older. It's Kerry. Are you ready for this, Kerry? And Cass, last but by no means least, are you and your amazing do ready? Your prize for it today, ladies and gentlemen, for this beautiful 95 peridot chain is just... Okay, I was not ready for that at all. No chance whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got here, you wouldn't be able to buy the components for this at all. Generally, we wouldn't be able to bring to you 1 meter's worth of wire like this, let alone 1.5 meters worth, and a massive amount of your peridot. That if you were to buy this and make this yourself, we wouldn't be able to bring you the components at that price point to make this. We definitely wouldn't be able to bring you the price that it would take you in time, if that makes sense. Don't forget, if you're selling your piece on, we always say take into account your time that you're going to be putting into this. This can take you hours and hours and hours to do. Obviously, we've had wire workers here who've worked on wire work for many years, but still, we'll tell you that this will take a long time to do. Alison, Tarry, how long would it take you to do a double wrap loop on every single one of these elements, exactly the same length of wire, to cut it in exactly the same place, to strand on each of the peridot, and to do that for 1 meter?
I would have thought a good 4 hours.
Approximately 4 hours. And that's Alison Tarry. And you're a fast wire worker.
And yeah, it's you can't, if you can buy it, you can't afford to make it. Does that make sense? For that price, it's not worth it.
Yeah, no.
It really, really isn't. And I do the wrapped loops, and I do make chains, but only because I can't get hold of them in what I want.
Yeah, no, get it.
So I'm quite happy to make some, but I'm telling you, the delicateness of that.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. You couldn't do it.
No. We were just saying that if it took you 4 hours, it would be approximately, you'd be getting £2.50 an hour. You'd be, that's how much.
You're not even getting, and that's without buying it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's without actually having the materials.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, that's ridiculous.
It's phenomenal, isn't it? It really, truly, truly is. Ladies and gentlemen, there's so many of you coming in and getting your hands on these ones. Plenty of multi-purchasers as well, which is just phenomenal, isn't it? It really is absolutely exceptional. There's so many of you covered in. Hello to you all. Your vast majority of you are multi-purchasers. And you were saying that you do make your own, but generally it's only if you don't have something to match what you're doing. Yeah. Surely that's a great reason to have a variety of these, so you've always got something in your back cupboard.
I might have at home a selection of because they're just such good value. They're such good value. You can layer them, especially now we started doing them in the meters, because we only used to get short lengths to begin with. Yeah. And now we get them in a meter length. Wow.
That's a big difference, isn't it?
Oh, it's huge.
Huge difference. And it's saying that you've got yours. How to all going and use the chain and ear cuffs.
Absolutely. Well, do you know what? Because I almost did some. I almost did rosary link sections, but I ran out of time with the spinel. So it would have been comparable, but I did not have time to sit there and do the rosary links with all the spinel.
See, and that's
but yes, it would be perfect for it.
That's a perfect idea. And if you missed the ear cuff demonstration, do not fret, ladies and gentlemen. You can watch us back on something that's called YouTube. And if you search for it and you search Jewellery Maker on it, you'll be able to find today's show. So make a note of it. And it starts to cut in the first hour.
There's a link to the Jewellery Maker YouTube on the bottom of the webpage, the Facebook page.
On the bottom of the website page. Yeah. So go and have a little nosy on that. Okay, not a huge amount of those ones there. Well done to everybody who got that. Gorgeous. An absolute deal of a steal. Okie dokie. We're bringing to you so many more treats. I'm going to bring to you this very special strand very, very quickly. Good luck, everyone. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
John, I hope he's watching.
John is the hubby who is on speed dial.
It is one of my favourite gemstones of all times, London Blue Topaz.
Please tell me why. Ladies and gentlemen, I've now got less than 50 of these available. You've got to be so quick on this. I cannot even tell you.
Just love it. Look at the colour of it. Look at the clarity of it.
Why is this so special to you, please?
Well, London Blue Topaz was my first engagement ring. And I haven't been engaged before. It was John. But I had a bit of a nightmare. No, it wasn't. I had a bit of a nightmare with engagement rings. But I've got a London Blue Topaz, and I just adore it. I adore the colour. Yeah. I love it. I love topaz. I love all the topazes. I love most gemstones, but it is special to me, London Blue.
There is something very special, isn't there? Ladies and gentlemen, I have now been told that I have got such a small quantity of this. Less than 20, I've just been told. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's included the people who've got this, who were on the phone for this one. If you get through when you have the opportunity to, I've just been told less than 20 of these available. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your London Blue Topaz. It is one of the most notable gemstones in the entire world. It has got a beautiful colouring to it, which gives so much glow and so much sparkle with an intense saturation that really does just captivate the imagination. This is the perfect pairing for me for any gem. Okay, ladies and gents, you've got to come and get it whilst you can. It is your very stunning London Blue Topaz. Not a huge amount of these ones left at all. In fact, my computer's going a bit glitchy on it now, and I've got 15-ish of these ones left. Load you coming through for that. I've got guest designers coming in for this. You're all fighting for it now, ladies and gentlemen. You need to be checking out your baskets on this, okay? I've been told that there's over 16 of you on the lines now holding for this. And the fact of the matter is that the statement of this is so epic. It really is a stunning, eye-catching look, isn't it?
And I can tell you now, the quality is second to none. That is a stunning strand.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely is spectacular, isn't it? It really, really is. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to treat yourself to this one whilst you have the opportunity to do so, because truly it is something very special. Oh, Gem's messaged in. You've read it, I can tell.
Yeah.
Alison's staff has got it in the basket.
It's all right, Gem. Thanks. He's watching.
John, you're an absolute love. Welcome to you, and thank you, Gem. Gem, you've got it in your basket as well now.
Stunning.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want one of the most prestigious gemstones in the world, that is one of the, let's say, I would say anyway, most aspirational, one of the most aspirational gemstones. I've got 15 left now. 15 left now. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, on this one's going to absolutely knock your socks off. Are you ready for this? Just £99.95 now, genuinely, to buy a single individual 2-carat London blue topaz of this type of quality in a ring, just a 2 carats worth. You will be paying around that price point just for a 2 carats worth easily, and I mean so easily. But actually, to get 59 carats worth at that price, that truly is working out, you know, less than £2 per carat, which is incredible. Ridiculous, isn't it?
It is ridiculous, and that, yeah, I'm amazed.
That is so special.
Gorgeous.
What are you going to be making with your strand, Alison, Tarry?
Oh gosh, I don't know yet. I might make a bracelet. I've got some London blue topaz drops that we had on, so I might combine them into a bit of a statement.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
I just going to look at it for a bit.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it would be nice though, just as a necklace.
Yeah.
With some little, I would put gold spaces or even rose gold spaces with it.
Oh, like those gold spaces we had earlier on.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hardly any of these left. In fact, if everyone were to check out now, I would literally have about 2 left. That's it. So we are going to very quickly move on for you now. Well done to everyone who got that. Honestly, it's such an aspirational gemstone that not a lot of people get to own. So well done to all of you who got that. You don't get to see it often at all. No. You're completely right. Hardly ever.
I know.
It's all right. You got one. You got one. Okay, I'm going to bring to you now your Double Trouble Black Velvet Necklace displays. These are a great one for anyone selling their jewellery, aren't they?
They are a great one for selling the jewellery because they show it off so superbly. But they're also a great one for anyone who's making jewellery. Because, I mean, I'll often, and you'll hear most of the guest designers will say this, they'll put it on a bust to see how it lies, how it falls, because you can hold it up. As soon as you picked up something that's on the flat and lifted it up, all the stones shuffle and it settles into a place which changes how it is. So you need to be having it hung, if you see what I mean, to see how it's going to lie.
Yeah.
And most guest designers will put it on a bust to see how it is.
Yes.
And you know, even just to keep your favourite piece of jewellery out at home, how fab does that look?
It's just phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Some gems will just, and I just want to prove a point with this about how it will make different gems look. If I just show this against the white, it looks great. Now, that is only because of the quality of this. I have to say the quality of this is absolutely exceptional. Against the white, it looks phenomenal. If this was any other strand of moonstone, you probably against this white wouldn't be able to see any blues at all. But pair it up with the black, and now just see what happens to that gem. It's intensified, isn't it? You see that? It's intensified, isn't it? That's the type of thing that the colour of the black can really do.
Makes a huge difference. And if you are selling your jewellery, you need black and white. Black can show off so much, but then if you've got a necklace that's made of spinel and garnet, you're not going to want to put it on a black bust.
Yeah.
You're going to want a white one. So you need the both. But the quality of those busts and having the velvety base, because it's non-shiny, non-reflective, and it just looks luxurious, and it shows your jewellery off to the best possible advantage.
And it's not just about selling, of course. It's about if you've got a website, if you're just a bit like me and one of those people who just loves taking pictures of the things you create, as a little reminder as something to look back on. It's perfect for taking photographs on. It's great just to have as a way of storing your jewellery. Yeah. You don't get that moment where you dive into your jewellery box and you get out that gorgeous necklace that you've got and this clump, this kind of metal squid comes out and you spend 20 minutes detangling it all. You're getting 2 of these at one great price point. You ready for this?
Ooh, that's a very good price.
Normally, they're $8.95 each, so they're almost £9 each, so it should be around £18 worth, actually, that you've got here. Yeah, I'm not bad at the 9 times table. Up to 10, obviously. Past that, no so much. But that is a great deal for these. It truly, truly is, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I've paid £15 for one in the past.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
For just the one?
Yeah.
I'm just going to... Someone's messaging asking, can I find out the height of this bust? No problem. I've got it here for you. Mine... Well, this is from the very base to the very top point. So from this section here... That's nothing to point out. They've got a big side base on them, so even if you have a really heavy thing on it, it's not just going to... But yeah, so from the very base to the top of the neck here, mine was 34 centimetres, working out just shy of 13 inches. So just over, 13 inches, close to 14. So that helps. It's great to have that elongation of them, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, because sometimes you want to display a longer neckline.
Yes.
And that's perfect. And I tell you what's also good, a little detail. On the back of them, they've got that little piece of elastic. Yeah. So you don't have to dangle it from the back. You can pop a bit of the chain underneath that elastic and raise it up a bit. Yeah. You know, it's brilliant for doing that. Absolutely brilliant.
And that's important as well, because the last thing you want, in particular if you're kind of showing something off, is for it to just kind of fall out of place, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, if you've got a longer chain, but the main piece of it is actually, you know, you've got one pendant or whatever. Yeah. The last thing you want is that pendant to be in the bottom inch of the display bust. Of course it is. You want it to be higher. If the rest's just chain, then tuck the chain out of the way in the back. Yeah. And it's good to go.
That is the stunning peridot that we may well have sold out of because the price. Oh, we have still got some available. So if you want this peridot, you've got to be quick off the mark. But also, I'm just thinking with the peridot, because I love me greens and blues together.
Very, very, you know, those seas, the Mediterranean seas and things, the sort of bluey greens.
Yes, yes. Love that. It's you know, when I think blue and green, I think sky and, you know, forest and sky and meadows and things.
Absolutely.
Don't that look beautiful? Is that stunning? $11.95 is the price point for those 2 busts today. A huge discount on that. Just to let you know that chain is currently at the bottom of your screen as well. Just $9.95 for a whole meter's worth of it. Really special deal there for you today. Well done to everyone who's coming in and getting those busts. It's lovely to see you all with us. How are you doing? Oh, you're having a really nice one today. I really do. Hello, Tori. Oh, Tori, we saw your
we did.
Wall of Fame before. Loved that piece. Hi all. I have 4 of these and they are great for all jewellery. Thank you. Oh, glad you like them, Tori. They are really good, actually. For things like earrings too, because you can actually pin earrings onto the top, can't you?
Or you can pop a little piece of elastic round and just hook them in.
Hook them on.
And put a bracelet on the top.
Love that idea. Well done to everyone who got their hands on that. And do not forget for me that you can still see up high quality gems, such as this labradorite, on these busts as well. What a great way to show them off. Because you get that juxtaposition between those kind of golden hues within this and the black, it really makes it pop more.
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
Does. So well done to everyone who got their hands on those. A really stunning pair for you there. And don't forget as well, you can pair very kind of bright and vibrant colours with it, and they won't be muted with that black. So pretty, isn't it? That strand as well coming up for you really, really shortly indeed. And I just think the freshness of it is wonderful. Okay, I've been showing, giving you little glances of it, and I've got to say we've had so many people just staring at this strand that we had better bring it for you right here, right now. Get on the phone. The quality of it is so epic. I sadly only have 50. It is a very special style buy. This is real deal rainbow moonstone, isn't it? In fact, do you mind if we just look at this recording that you're seeing now, go to opposite where the graphics are and look at that bottom piece that's just coming around now. Blue to gold to teals. Can you see that? And then a pink right at the end. Watch it again. Purpley, blues, pinks there. Do you see that? Teals and greens. This is true rainbow moonstone. Rainbow moonstone, please remember, is not just a name given to moonstone to make it sound pretty. You know, it's not something that we've just added to make it sound like all mystical. Rainbow moonstone is a technical name. Moonstone has to go through extra kind of steps and levels and tests, as it were, to be given that name of your rainbow moonstone. This is true high quality rainbow moonstone, and you can see that because you don't just get the blues. You get an entire rainbow opportunity on this strand. That is exceptional quality, isn't it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need to make you aware of a few things. I'm just going to give you a really brief plotted history. I could talk about this gemstone for a very long time indeed, but we don't have time because I don't have the quantity. I'm going to give you a really brief kind of plotted detail of this. The light interaction you're seeing across the surface is mainly referred to as a schiller. Essentially, it's created by Mother Nature. Is to do with the way in which this was formed, the way in which you get all these parallel lines, and the way in which when the light enters, like on most gems, it wouldn't just enter and kind of ping out another of the facets or at one of the junctures. What happens is the light enters, because it's so fibrous in there, it kind of gets caught, it skims. I always think of it like a skimming stone on the sea, and it skims across and you get that of the light. That means you get this beautiful schiller and this stunning sheen, and it's totally natural. We haven't whacked a coating on this to give it that look. That is just Mother Nature doing that. Another thing to mention about this gemstone is that you can get it from lots of different locations within the world. This is one of our first batches of this type of scale from India. The quality you manage to get in India can sometimes be exceptional. When we're talking about quality, what are we looking for in rainbow moonstone? Because I bring you a lot of moonstone here. I bring you different moonstone from all over the world. I bring you loads of different colours. What are the two, I would say, main things we look for in rainbow moonstone? Number one is most certainly the colours that schiller. Number two actually is the range of colours. I don't know about you, but right now on my screen I can see pink, purple, teal, blue and green. Can you? I most certainly can, which is such a stunning array of colours, and that goes to tell you about the quality. So it's not just about the amount of schiller, it's about the variety of schiller. But the third and final thing is also to talk about the clarity. To be able to get this such clarity in a moonstone is hardly ever seen. You have to admit, when I bring you the likes of a peach moonstone, you're going to be getting a mainly translucent gemstone, if not totally opaque in some instances. This is such a phenomenal gemstone. It really is so spectacular. If you want to add mystery and mysticism to your collection, you have the opportunity to do so, but only to the very, very select few. If you are an absolute connoisseur, then this is going to be the strand for you, because you demand quality, don't you? You demand to get your hands on some of the highest end rainbow moonstone that we've ever had, and I'll be honest with you, I think it is. Do you?
Yeah, I think it's gorgeous. I'm sitting on my hands, trying desperately not to say something. I think it's an amazing strand. I love it.
No, it's stunning, isn't it?
I don't think I've seen as much rainbow as we've been seeing lately. I just think that's absolutely incredible.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is spectacular. It's mystifying, isn't it, ladies and gents? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Do you think it is magical that Mother Nature brings this to us?
Mother Nature is one incredible woman.
Oh, I tell you what, she is an absolute wonder when it comes to gemstones like this. It's referred to as a phenomenon gemstone, and it really is a phenomenal example of a phenomenon gemstone. We do not get quality like this in often at all, and I have to be straight with you and say, when it comes to strand-wise, I have to think this is the best I've seen. Surely, easily, it's got to be.
Well, that's what I said. An amazing strand.
No, totally. It is so special. It's just spectacular. And I want to show you as well, you know, it's not just on the bigger ones, you're getting it on the smaller ones because this is a graduated strand, so you've got versatility in there. Can you see the pinks? The greens? You don't tend to see that many purples in a moonstone, but I tell you what, I have absolutely loads in here. Sonia's saying, my daughter, Layla Sky, oh, gorgeous name. That is such a nice name. Layla Sky calls this gemstone the fairy stone, as fairy dust is inside it. Oh, Sonia, that's adorable. Great show. That, actually, I can understand where Layla Sky gets that idea from.
Absolutely.
I really, really, really can. Now, I just want to make everybody aware that the quality I have here is somewhere else. I would say we get great quality moonstone. I would say for the likes of our peaches and greys, you know, our quality is here a lot of the time. I would say for our cabochon quality, well, our everyday rainbow moonstone strand, I would say we're here. I would say for our cabochon quality, we're here. I would say on this strand, we're here. Truly, we are at the absolute top here. I have seen moonstone in ready-made pieces of jewellery. I have seen GIA examples of ideal moonstone. I have seen the evaluations on certain moonstones and the quality aspects that they relate to. I would never ever expect the price you're about to see to be reflected in the quality of this strand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely a silly deal. The connoisseurs, now is your opportunity to get your hands on what has to be the best quality moonstone I've ever seen. And I've got to say, the people in my ear are agreeing with me as well. Your price point today is phenomenal. I just need to make everyone aware I now have less than 50. So not many opportunities left at all. At £39.95 for you. That is not the price.
That is an amazing price. The quality of that strand is incredible.
That is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm going to give these a really quick count up. If you could just give me one idea that you would make and sell for a higher price than that, please.
Oh gosh, anything you'd make and sell for a higher price than that. I've done in the past, and there's so many gemstones on that you could afford to do it several times. Take a small piece of wire, or 3 or 4 pieces of wire, and wire wrap it. Whatever weave you want to do, but graduate them coming in, and then at each end of the wire put a loop, and then put one of those stones at each of them. So you don't have massive gaps between them, but you've got a nice little piece of wire work above it, and all those gemstones hanging down, and that looks incredible.
So high-end and elegant. I've just counted up 42 at a halfway point, so I have 84 on this strand.
Wow.
Obviously yours might alter slightly because it is done on carat weight,
so I'd be using say 10 or 12 pieces for that.
Wow.
And yeah, I'd be looking for like £30 for it.
So you'd be able to get kind of 8 of those looks out of this.
Yeah.
It's working out. Oh my goodness. If you just think about this in your mind for a second, what would, if you found 40 pence at the back of your sofa now, what would you do with it? You probably wouldn't be like, yeah, 40p, and ring your friends, would you? It's 40p, isn't it? It's 40 pence, isn't it? A pack of chewing gum costs you more than that nowadays. You probably wouldn't be that chuffed. But the fact of the matter is that with 40p, equivalent, each one of these stones you could get, but actually we'd give you change on that because it's working out per gem approximately 38 pence.
Wow.
36 in fact.
36 pence per gemstone.
That is astonishing, isn't it?
£3.60 to make my necklace with some wire.
Yeah, about £3.60 to make your necklace. That is astonishing. Loads of you coming in for this. I just need to let you all know, ladies and gentlemen, I am in my last chance saloon on this today. So you've got to come in and get that one whilst you can. I mean, it's going to go so well with your different colours. I love it against the skin because for me, I'm still getting those blues and those pinks and those purples, but I'm actually getting the kind of light behind it as well, which is so beautiful. Sorry about that. Cough, it came from nowhere. But also I love it that you could just whop this over a little bit of a black jumper.
Yeah.
And look at the kind of look you're going to get.
Absolutely. It's brilliant. Those shapes are brilliant for making flowers with as well.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. Oh, just a beautiful strand, that.
Can you see what I mean about it against the skin? Look, you still get all of that colour, but look at all the light that you get cascading through and onto the skin. It's so illuminating, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in my last chance saloon. That means I've got 30 or less. I've not got a huge opportunity for you to get any more of these. That is a loop-de-loo round the bend price point we've gone to on this. And I have to be honest with you, you know, I think at £40, this is a great price point. But at the price you're getting now, that is ridiculous. And it will go really nicely, actually, with something like this.
Go amazing with that.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. I think it'd go nice with the spinel as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is just... Those two strands are gorgeous.
Together, they just work, don't they?
They do.
They really do.
So spring, summer, isn't it?
Time. This is coming up for you really, really, really soon. In fact, straight after something that we call a break. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your hands on the last few of these, now's your opportunity to do so. Literally, I'm in my teens on it now. Almost. So do get your hands on this one whilst you can, because I've got to say it is just sensational, isn't it? Even from there you can see it. Now, lovely ladies and gentlemen, do feel free to text us in today. You can text us in on 60777. So you text us on JM Studio, that way it wings its way over to us. Gosh, was very hard to say when you've got a slightly impaled nose. Hello to Beverly. Wow, this strand is awesome. The blue is even coming through the TV. Yeah, which of course we know under this light source you don't always get. And don't forget for me, ladies and gents, that the colours you're seeing here are under this lighting source. The big amount of lighting rigs here with a big amount of lights within them, and it can dull out colour in a moonstone generally. So that means that actually what you're likely to get is even more of that impactful colouring when you get it home, which is so wonderful. Hello to Di. Hello to Di. I have a strand equal to this. I don't think I could ever cut it. It's like diving into a moonlit pool. Di, I love that idea. That's gorgeous imagery. It really is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Well done to everyone who's getting their hands on this. Hardly any of them left. I'm going to let the last few of you get it on the phone lines while we head on over to a break.
There are two easy ways you can purchase from JewelleryMaker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker by liking our Facebook page and join over 55,000 like-minded people. Did you know when you book on a JewelleryMaker workshop, you are given exclusive access to our JewelleryMaker shop? You can browse through special items and offers, be privy to selected discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Shop whilst you learn and grab yourself some amazing offers. For more information on workshops and available dates, contact our call centre. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with JewelleryMaker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with JewelleryMaker.
Do you want to tell everyone about the great purchase you've made from JewelleryMaker? Do you want to shout about the great service you've received? Then why not download the JewelleryMaker's Viewer's Voice app, available for iPhone or Android, and record a video that could be played on JewelleryMaker. Simply search JewelleryMaker Viewer's Voice in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and download our Viewer's Voice app straight to your phone or tablet. You can record as many videos as you like and send them straight to us here at JewelleryMaker. All you have to do is then carry on watching us as usual and wait for your video to be played. Download the JM Viewer's Voice app and you could be the next face we see here on JewelleryMaker. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all with this brilliant Introduction to Kumihimo DVD with guest designer Sarah Elvin. These easy to follow steps on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started with this amazing medium. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
It is a phenomenal lagoon-like appetite, isn't it?
That's the word I was looking for before. Lagoon.
One mind, joined together. It's me and Alison Tarry.
It's that northern thing, isn't it?
Aye, it is. You're right. I have got for you here an extremely rare gemstone. Now, this is genuinely extremely rare. Being able to find a piece of, say, diamond over a carat, easier than you'd think, I'll be honest. Easier than we may be led to believe by certain large companies who make most of their money from diamonds and therefore will obviously benefit, let's say, from oomping up possibly the rarity of a diamond. We all know that a lot of the gemstones I bring you will be rarer than a diamond. To find a carat's worth of diamond, not super easy, not like finding a carat of quartz, but still not unheard of. With this gemstone, it pretty much is. To find 0.15 of a carat worth of this is your average size. 0.15 of a carat, average. So to find a carat's worth in one piece, almost unheard of. Now, I'm not saying I've got any that are a carat in size on here at all, but I tell you what, they are considerably larger than the vast majority of sky blue apatite strands I've ever seen. Vast majority. Because you've got that big sizing on these, well, why is that important to notice? Well, first off, it means you get more of that pad of light and brilliance internally, which gives you more of that interest and luminosity. It also means you've got more opportunity for surface area, giving you an opportunity for more facets and therefore a more interesting appeal, some might say, with the light interaction. But also, it means that what you've got with this is more opportunity for inherent value. You get big pieces, you get big money. Your price point today for this natural gemstone. Anyone noticed it's a bit blue? It even says blue in the title. We are dropping this to a silly, silly price point. Never ever, in my opinion, should a sky blue appetite of this quality be that price point, let alone when it's from this location, let alone when it's in these big sizes, and let alone when the clarity aspect on this is so epic. Don't forget, apatite. A lot of people regard it as a grade 2 gemstone. That means inclusion's not only acceptable, but actually a given of something that you expect. Not in these ones today, ladies and gentlemen. These ones, I've got to say, eye clear in the extreme on the vast majority. That is a sensational deal for something that actually ticks a heck of a lot of the boxes when it comes to your valuing. And don't forget, when you're going to buy gems like this, obviously buy it because you like it, buy it because it's pretty, buy it because it's inspiring and enchanting like this is. But also a lot of you will be buying with it in mind of, if I make this and I sell it, or I make this and I gift it, or I make something with this and something else very special and I want to go and get it valuated, well then you've got to bear in mind, have I got quality in front of me? Because it's all well and good thinking that something's beautiful yourself, but if you want to sell it on and you want to get a big valuation on it, you have to look at the clarity, the quality, aspects of it as well. Well, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the beauty and you've got that quality in here, haven't you?
It's an amazing strand. I absolutely love it. I did a big piece, which was a piece of jewellery, which was used in the magazine adverts. And if you have a look at that, that was sapphires, but it would work so well with those apatite strands edging it. It would look beautiful.
That looks so pretty, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I love the idea of it framing this labradorite. Don't forget, a huge amount of labradorite caps I've got coming up for you in a wee bit. But I love the idea of it kind of framing something like that, because it almost intensifies those colours. It doesn't distract, it doesn't distort, it doesn't take away. For me, it's just an effortless strand that's going to give you so much glamour. You've got to get your hands on that. Because they're so big size, I don't have hundreds of these, so I am going to have to move on. I'm going to bring you now. Do excuse me if I sound really bunged up today. I impaled myself on a hydrangea. I know. Oh, that's why I'm bunged up, yeah. I was doing the gardening the other day, was deadheading my hydrangeas, which apparently you meant to do kind of December time, or even before that, did I? No. Deadheading my hydrangeas, snipped a bit off, and then just sort of, the twig went up my nose, and it's left me all like bunged up now. Yeah, genuinely. No, it's not cold. Honestly. I've got a swollen inner nose. I'm fine. I've got a back in stock deal for you. We haven't seen these since 2015, and I gotta say, they're back by popular demand. Take a little look. Phenomenal flowers. Aren't they adorable?
They're gorgeous. They are so gorgeous. And so brilliant if you're doing multi-stranded necklaces.
Yes.
Because you can pop those in.
Yeah, because let me show you the back. They are, that's what you mean, isn't it?
Yeah. So be it with round beads or cut beads, or with your chips. Those nestled in with your chips would look incredible.
That is a great idea, actually. Kind of to have them with your chips, given that organic nature.
Yeah, they'd look lovely.
They'd look really beautiful, wouldn't they? Ben has made a great idea. I'm not surprised in the slightest, of course. Perfect for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, very sweet.
2 flowers together. Whether that be for a partner or for a best friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Oh.
Gorgeous idea.
Just using it with chain, absolutely perfect. You could just hang from one down from a pair of shepherd hooks, and have it dangling as an earring. Would look beautiful.
Just come up with another idea off of the back of the Valentine's Day idea. What about for a wedding or something like that, some sort of ceremony, or something like a christening? imagine you have the two partners, so say, you know, if a man and a wife are getting married, the husband and the wife's to be birthstones.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
For the bridesmaids.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, perfect.
So that's what the
you can make a little
bridesmaids could
bracelet,
wear.
or a, you know, you could have a 2-strand bracelet with the 2 birthstones. Would look fab.
Ring.
Yeah, you could convert that into a ring.
You could convert it into one relatively easily, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Actually. And you could, of course, wear it that way too if you wanted to. These, I think, are beautiful. I'm just wondering, could I do cufflinks with these?
Do you know, I was thinking of that before when you said about the wedding. Yeah, you could. You could turn those into cufflinks.
Quite easily, with a bit of a wire work or a bit of a T-bar and chain. Quite easily.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are absolutely beautiful. I absolutely adore them. There's so much, I think it's safe to see, clear to see, that you could do with these. They've got that double loop at the back. They've got that wonderful intricacy on those flowers as well. Can you see how you've got the kind of movement of the petals, as it were? They're not just a flat detail. You can see it perfectly here. They're not just like a flat detail at all. They've got that beautiful movement to them, which means you get this real interesting cascade of light around them. It's clear to see that it's something we don't get in often at all. Not surprised whatsoever that we haven't managed to see these in 6 months, because things like this, it can take a big, long amount of design time and work time to actually get. Wow!
There's a lot of silver in there.
There is a huge amount of silver in these. Absolutely mammoth amount. I mean, you can feel the weight on them as instantly as you pick them up. You could feel the quality within there. You could see the quality within there as well, don't forget. And it does say 95 upon it. I don't know if you can see on the back of one of the petals, does say 95 upon there. You can see that there, can you? So it does say 95 upon it. That means that you know you're working with quality. It means the people you gift this to know you're working with quality. And let's face it, if we're jewellery makers, if we get given a gift, it's something we're all nosy for. I think it's safe to say. Do you, Alison, Tarry?
Absolutely it is.
Yeah.
I do like those. I love multi-layering things up, and they'd be great.
They'd be stunning, wouldn't
Yeah, and they'd be great with some round beads.
Yes.
Oh, they'd look amazing with those teal ones we had on first. The shell pearl as well.
Oh, yeah, they'd look really nice with them, wouldn't they?
They go so nice. Oh, there you go. How's
Just
that?
super
Just as
simple.
a pendant.
Super simple,
Yeah.
just as a pendant, what do you think? And you could actually have something dangling from the bottom, couldn't you?
Yeah,
At the bottom
yeah.
one. You could have maybe some more of the chain dangling from that bottom one. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I would be tempted to do that. If you've got a larger piece of peridot,
Yeah.
a drop or something that you could put underneath,
Yeah.
but it looks lovely just like that.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Apparently your E's aren't working in capitals. That's strange. Oh, sticky button. Is it sticky button syndrome? Only our Becky could do that. I've never heard. I've heard of some injuries, but that is just the best ever. Yeah, I've got to admit that is
It
quite
is pretty
me.
impressive.
It is quite me to do that. and it didn't shock me when I did it either. Do you know what I mean? It was Bex, typical. What you like? No, it didn't shock me at all.
No change of career coming up then to gardening.
Oh no! Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, I'd be coming back with nostril insertions all the time. Catch me here on a twig, you know. Oh, it'd be a nightmare. Hello to Andrea in County Durham. Says, hi ladies. I impaled my eye whilst gardening last year. It hurt slightly.
Ooh.
I can absolutely imagine. You've got to be careful in the garden. The garden's a dangerous place.
It is.
Can be, can't it?
That's why I don't garden.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I need to get onto. The lack of gardening.
Low maintenance.
Low maintenance gardens is the way to go, I think, isn't it? But then you get people like Mark Smith who loves his gardening.
Oh, I know.
Tell you what, you do not need a garden when you've got flowers like this all ready for you to wear. I love this idea. JO Studio, good morning, Becky, Alison and crew. So excited today. Picking up our new puppy.
We need to know what puppy it is.
Yes, please. I want
Need
to
to
know.
know.
Type of puppy, I want to know name of puppy,
Yeah.
please. And I want to know at which point you will be sniffing the puppy's paws, please.
Oh, puppy smell.
Puppy smell.
Oh, getting broody. I hope John's not still watching.
Oh, me too. We were talking about it before the show, I'll be honest with you, Sharon Louise. We were, weren't we?
We were.
We were chatting about getting a new pup.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Sometime.
morning all, having a great morning. You showed my Wall of Fame entry, which I am wearing, and managed to buy the great kit earlier. Wow, thank you, that's from Julie.
Fantastic.
Julie, that piece you sent in before was absolutely beautiful.
Was
I'm
stunning.
glad you managed to get that kit. Speaking of kit, the kit that's in front of me is phenomenal, and it's coming up very soon for you. Box number 3, I'm bringing... I haven't got that hour, sorry babe. Chain, apparently. Chain in box number 3. I've got the 10 o'clock box, the 8 o'clock box and the 9 o'clock box over here. I'm probably being a muppet. Oh, Alison's pointing.
It's not that. Is it
Oh, is it over there,
on
is it?
there?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not sure chain, but...
This is what's coming to you though. Chain,
no,
apparently.
no, it's been put...
Oh, it's a Wall of Fame. Look at it.
Yeah.
3 meters worth of chain.
That's not 3 meters.
No way. 3 meters worth of chain is coming up for you. It is on the desk. Oh, it's here, this spool. No way. Let me show you. It comes on this. I have not seen chain displayed like this before. I have not seen chain like this before. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. It comes in one of these little bobbins. I've seen cords in a bobbin, but I've never seen chain in a bobbin. I'll just open up this bobbin just to see. Oh, look at that gorgeous
Beautiful.
shine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is genuine 925 sterling silver chain that we've got here for you. I wish I could have given you a heads up about this earlier, but I've only just seen it. It's fantastic. Look at the shine and the sparkle on that. Oh my gosh. Isn't that just beautiful? And to be able to get, there's so many of you flying in for this. Honestly, I feel like I'm at an airport. There's absolutely loads of you, but I only got 140 of them, that's it. Just look, as I drape this over my hands, how that light just moves. Isn't it, Tarry?
Absolutely gorgeous chain.
Goodness.
3 meters is fab because you can do so much with it.
Yes.
So much. Again, perfect for the ears.
Perfect for your ears.
Multi-layer in your necklaces, multi-strands bracelets, or how many chains have that got? And if you got the extenders earlier, perfect.
Yeah. It's 104 left, I've just been told. 104 left. But that currently is trying to catch up with the multi-bidders on this, and it's trying to catch up with all of those people who are getting their hands on this. Please take that number in the purple as a guide only. We are going to be selling out of this within the next minute and a half or so. Get yourself on those phone lines right here, right now, because today, ladies and gentlemen, for 3 meters, it's just £21.95 for you today to get your hands on this. That is going to make you so much here. If we say to you, you know, average necklace length, you're looking at around about 42 centimetres, then actually you're going to be able to make yourself very easily out of this 6 necklaces, and you're going to have enough left over for a few bracelets.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Absolutely. I've just seen the price.
That's exceptional, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a
Nice.
very special treat indeed. Okay, if everybody were to check out that basket, I would be in my last chance salute. That would mean I had 30 or less of these. It comes with the spool, which of course you can reuse. You can reuse it for any other chain that you might have. Alternatively, you can of course use it for cords for the likes of Yukimi Himo. The great thing about having this kind of design, let's say, is it does keep it nicely in check, in particular if you're Kumihimo, does keep it nicely in check so it's not going anywhere, it's not unfurling and unspooling. That means you're not going to come to it, it's going to be in a big tangled mess, but also it has got enough space in there so that you can take off as much as you need. You have to keep opening it up every time. In fact, realistically, the only time you're going to need to open it as fully as I did the first time is if you're going to be, if you've used up all the chain, you want to put a new chain on it or a new cord on it for the likes of your Kumihimo. 28 opportunities left, and in fact that is nowhere near actually what we've got, I'm afraid. We are going to be in our teens on this now. If everybody checks out, it's fastest finger first right now. It's an over allocation situation, so if you want to get your hands on these, you've got to be quick. $21.95 for that price is sensational. Now, because we're about to sell out on that, I want to squeeze in the kit very, very, very soon indeed, but really quickly I've got to bring you one more product. I'm going to put that there again. 61 chances on this one. And if you love charms, then I think you're going to really adore this. And I think, for me, you could absolutely do a charm bracelet design, but actually I quite like, again, the idea of a necklace with this. Stunning charms in the snake design.
Oh, the snake ones are lovely. Isn't that gorgeous?
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that special?
Absolutely.
There's something about the texture in it which I think is beautiful. I love all the intricacy of the detail and the way we've tapered it off to the tail. I adore, you could see it's got the 925 there just below the head. And I adore the fact that it's got such a large kind of entrance hole there that you could Kumihimo with this. You could put leather cord on that if you wanted to. There's so much you could do with this. The snake is actually something which is, for a lot of people, kind of a... I wouldn't say good look charm, but almost like a mascot in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so popular a design.
Yeah.
And those, like you say, with the size of the diameter you've got there, they're so versatile. They'd look great on a Kumihimo. They'd look fab on a Viking knit.
They would, wouldn't they?
They look fab on just the chain. How amazing would they? You could even probably put a gemstone in the middle of it.
I bet you could. I bet you could, actually. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a huge amount of these ones left, as I originally said. I've not seen these before. Your price point today is rolling down. You ready for this? Think of that well-known charm bracelet brand and think of the prices that they are generally. £40 easily for an individual charm. Let alone ones that have intricacy and detail as this.
Look at the gram weight.
Yeah, serious amount on
Brilliant. They're a substantial piece. They're lovely.
There is something so special about these, isn't there?
There
Obviously,
is.
when we think of the steak, there's lots of different references we would think of. You know, it's kind of that shedding of skin, you know, something for maybe someone who's starting a new job or is perhaps, you know, has come out of a relationship and, you know, is looking to find love again, you know. Anything kind of to do with new starts is perfect for this, isn't it?
It is, it is. And, you know, there's all sorts of different genres that the snake crosses over.
You're right.
It goes through all sorts of genres, and that's just, they are brilliant. I love them. I am definitely liking the idea of putting a gemstone in the middle of it and having it sit coiled round its gemstone.
I like that idea, almost protecting it.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, if everybody checked out now, I would be in my last chance saloon. I am going to be bringing the kit for you now. I just want to forewarn everybody that if you do want to get your hands on this, you have to be very, very quick, and I would get on the phone right now. People who are on the phone right now, so long as not everyone else rushes to check out, you are guaranteed to get your hands on this selection, so stay where you are. Don't forget you are answered in order as well. Well done, everyone who got those. I think they're really special indeed. Speaking of special, I'm going to bring you the kit now, and I know you had a whale of a time with this, didn't you?
Love.
Tell me what you loved about it, please.
Well, I'm addicted to the new wire mesh jig we've got. I love working with the mesh, but the gemstones we got with it as well were phenomenal. And of course, it's got square wiring, which is one of my favourites.
And it's something we don't get to see often at all.
No, we don't.
Now, I've got your wire mesh here for you. This is kind of our original, let's say, wire mesh. We've been doing the super duper fine wire mesh of late. This is kind of the more standardised we're used to seeing. This is an absolutely wonderful medium that so many of our guest designers have worked with and fallen in love with. When you think of this, you'll probably be thinking of things like the Design of the Year by the gorgeous gorgeous Gemma Crow. She did a bouquet with this being one of the main components and won one of our awards one year. But also it has been used by the likes of, you know, Linda in headwear pieces. It's been used by the likes of Jan in kind of detailed bracelets. Been used by Alison, Tarry here in these wonderful natural looking designs, but in headwear and bracelets and even brooches. There's so much you could do with this, and the great thing I think is this is one for beginners, because that looks ridiculously high end and like you'll never be able to kind of attain that look, but this makes it so simple. If something goes wrong with it, it doesn't matter. You just pull it kind of back into shape. You could stretch this out, and I'm going to show you now. Obviously, I don't want to do it too much, but I'll just stretch it out a little bit for you. So can you see how you can get that really open look? And you can do that all the way along. But also, even if you do go slightly wrong, you can actually guide it back into position, and you can get it back to pretty much exactly how it was. You could do shapes with these. You can do kind of almost chain necklace looks with these as well. So beautiful indeed. You'll get in the different colours here as well, so you can see that really lovely deep sort of Merlot colour. Those are 6mm, as is the copper that I've just shown you. You get a meter's worth of each of them, and then you get this one, which is our other Merlot wire, but this is kind of, you've always got the purple tones in there, which is really pretty as well, and that is 3mm, so it's kind of half the size, and you're getting 5 yards of that one, and you do get the little pots for these too. They go perfectly with the gemstone colours, don't they?
Amazing with the gemstones.
Now, what do you love about, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just amazing selection we have here. Not only have you got genuine real deal pearls, which let's face it are never there to be ignored, you're also getting your genuine, ladies and gentlemen, real deal most ancient gem on the planet of your zircon, which is just such a perfect colour match for those pearls. It really, really is. You're touching upon the cinnamon, aren't you, without going too far down that road, which means you still get that refringence of this gemstone, but it also means that you still get that gorgeous body of colour, which gives it, for me, a bit of a almost vintage look, which is perfect for possibly the most vintage of all gemstones, really, isn't it? Also in here, I've got those garnet rondelles, which are absolutely wonderful in their plumminess. They've got a real nice, almost sweetness about them. And then that is juxtaposed with that rich kind of, and it is a Merlot, isn't it? It is a almost Pinot Noir, in fact. It's got that gorgeous burgundy tone to it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is genuine Orissa garnet that we have here for you today. You can see that it's Orissa garnet because of the hue in this, but also the way in which the light kind of display behind it. That is spectacular, isn't it?
It's amazing. I was blown away by the gemstones I got with it.
Yeah.
And I love having the two garnets. So you've got the faceted ones and the natural. I just love this kit.
It is beautiful when you see it together, and I've not even finished there, ladies and gents. I am bringing to you wire as well. Now, how did you feel when you got this amount of wire and this type of wire?
It's lovely. I mean, square wire is one of my favourites. I adore square wire. And the 0.6, like we said, is really versatile. And it meant I could make flowers with the 0.6.
Yeah.
You know, and the 0.6 is perfect for when you're putting it through your mesh to hold the form. The 0.6 and 0.8 are perfect. So absolutely spot on. Brilliant.
Just perfect to work with them,
Oh,
really.
so much fun.
You've got a big amount of your wire in here. You've got the 2 spools as well.
Yeah, yeah.
We got in here the 1mm, and you got that 0.6 as well,
Yeah.
which is giving you that gorgeous square effect. So it rests beautifully and also kind of plays with the light in a different way. It's a very lavish collection we have here for you, and I've got to say something really unusual indeed. I've got 38 of these left now. Sorry, 34 of these left now. If you want to get your hands on them again, you have to be exceptionally quick. Your price point today for It's Vintage, darling, is £29.95. Now, hands down, without a shadow of doubt, in my mind, you would be paying a similar price point to that for the Orissa garnet and the zircon in certain places alone easily
Oh, yeah,
for the carat weight
absolutely.
you've got here.
Absolutely, you would. That's that's a brilliant price.
Yeah. Actually, thinking about the mesh, actually, you know, the mesh itself, normally we're doing around the sort of $6.95 mark, aren't we, for the original, usually. That is a sensational deal. You can see that quantity is going down, so please do come on and get your hands on them absolutely as quickly as you can, because there's loads of you with it in your basket, so really important. I don't want anyone to miss out who really wants it, 'cause it's not nice if you miss out, is it? It feels a bit oof. So please do feel free to check those ones out when you have the opportunity to do so. Take a little look at what Alison Tarry's been making with this vintage collection. So what inspired you with this then, please?
Oh, the flowers, making the flowers, doing brooches. The furthest from us brooch is very, to me, it's quite vintage look, and I love the fact that you can just see the copper poking through the wire. Not poking, but shining through the wire. It really does give it that vintage edge. Just love that.
Leon sent a cute message. Alison, could you bottle a little bit of your talent and send it to me, please? Amazing!
You have talent in spades, missus. I know what you make. But thank you very much. Yes.
Now we are going to be using the jig on this, and me being me, I'm just going to own up and say I didn't bring it over. So I'm going to mosey on over here and bring the jig. Now, this jig, a very easy piece of kit to get your head around, I can tell you that for nothing. One thing I would say to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your hands on this, I would get yourself to the bone lines as quick as you can. I'm just going to really quickly show you it, and then we're going to do a demo with it with the lovely Alison Tarry. You're getting 20 of the tips in here. You get this base. It's so simple to use, it really is. Your price for it today, £14.95 for you today. If you want to get your hands on this one, now's your opportunity to do so. It's very easy to set up, and Alison's going to talk to us about it right now.
And I said this last time I was on with it, there is a problem with it. It's addictive.
Yeah.
It is so addictive. But it's brilliant. You can do it with small children, and they'll have so much fun. We've already seen mesh being used as dragon wings. You can make butterflies with it. I've done flowers here. You can do all sorts with it. You can put gemstones in the thicker ones. Absolutely so versatile. But this is such an easy piece of kit to use. Fabulous. What I'd meant to do for it, but I will do it because I've written them all down, is actually photograph the jig with the pegs set up for each of the flower types. And I'm sorry I haven't got it with me today. But I've written them all down because I was thinking, all right, count that number. So I will actually do that, and I'll post it on the Facebook page later. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the brooch, the big Merlot brooch.
Okay.
The furthest one.
Oh, sorry, the one
Yeah,
right
yeah,
at the end.
yeah.
Sorry, I pointed to the wrong one.
So the two different meshes. Obviously the thinner mesh, is it 3 mil, isn't it?
Correct.
It's not going to spread as far.
Yeah.
You can spread it a little bit, but it's not going to cover lots and lots of petals. But to be fair, I like the openness of the work of those.
Yeah.
And I think it really works. It just gives you something slightly different.
Yeah.
But anyway, so with this one, I'm going to thread it all on. Now,
This is the 6 mil.
this is the 6 mil and the 6 mil wire. Now what I've done on the other end, let's pull the other end up, I've just bent over the top, right? It's an old threading trick. If you've ever done any darning or anything, if you bend over a piece of wire, it makes threading it so much easier because it'll just thread on.
Yeah.
If you don't bend it, it's trying to get out in places and you're pulling it back, and this is just so much easier. So top tip, bend the end of it first and just keep threading it all on. You can do it on the reel. I've cut a bit off because I wasn't sure whether you were going to be able to have a go, but it's sealed up, isn't it? And I've only got me one with me. Right, so I've got 5 petals. I'm going to have 5 loops. I've started from the very centre, and I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th one, I've put my pegs in.
Okay.
Okay. Now, always leave a little bit of an overlap when you go around your first one, you don't want to start it right on because it can pull up.
Okay.
So that just helps you secure it. Now, because of the design of this, you can actually hold it up. Different people use it in different ways, but it means demoing it can be a bit easier. So you go around the bottom one, around the top. Now, don't worry if this goes in different directions.
Okay.
I did once sit there and twist it all to make it straight, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And I've gone wrong straight away, you see, because I'm talking to you. So I want to do 3 times round each one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. And then you come around between the two, round the back of the 2.
Yeah, got you.
And then go round the next one 3 times. 1,
I see.
2.
Wendy says she's loving the Merlot mesh and Alison's designs got the kit. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Get better soon, Becky. Oh, Wendy, I love her. Well, I don't even feel poorly. I just feel slightly, you know, hydranged in the nose.
Nasally.
Nasally. Just on the one side, though.
Nasally.
Alison, definitely. Deb says, Alison is amazing. My mum don't make jewellery, but she watches Alison when she's on and always feels inspired afterwards. Your work
that's
is
so
fab.
sweet. Oh, thank you,
Such a
Deb.
lovely message.
Thank you.
It's really sweet. And love to your mum as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right, 'cause I didn't do my last one. Right, so I've done 3 round each pair of thingy. So that's creating our petals. Now I'm going to take this, I'm just going to tidy off that end bit. Being careful not to cut through the wire, I'm just going to trim off the mesh. So I've done the top and then I'm going to pull it through and do the bottom. Kind of depends whether you get it exact or not.
Okay.
So I'm going to take, I've left about a metre, half a metre.
Half a metre, about 70 centimetres.
Yeah, a decent length, an arm's length.
Okay.
Now again, because we're going to go through these, I'm just going to pop a bend over the end of this because it just helps. You're not poking a pointy bit, so it helps it go through smoothly. And also, if you just put a little bit of a bend, so you've got a bit of a hook, it makes it go easy as well.
Okay.
So taking my end one, you can do a separate piece, you can cut off a separate piece or use the same. I'm going to go down, now if I turn it this way round, so I'm going down through the middle and I'm coming out, can you see, underneath. So it's coming out underneath all 3
I get
of
you,
them,
yeah.
right?
I see.
Now because this is the end one, we're going to do that twice. And this is what ties them all together. So go down and through again and pull it. Then I'm going to go round the gap, through the gap, and round the wire. This just helps when you're turning it into its shape. It just helps it hold the shape. So if you just did the petals, it'd be a little bit more floppy.
Yeah.
So it just fixes it. It's not essential, but it does just fix it a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that round each flower. So we're going through the petals, and I have an exceptionally long piece of wire here.
That's safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Doing it in reverse is... We all say it, and I bet you guys all go, oh yeah, you all just say that. Honestly, have a go at home and do it in front of a mirror, in reverse. That's a challenge to everyone.
It's a good challenge. And then send your picture into the Wall of Fame.
Absolutely. Because it's great fun. So you've got to make sure each time you're catching all 3 of the petals, because otherwise one will come unravelled. We go down through there. Oh, tongue was coming out then.
Oh, do you have a concentration tongue?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. The old concentration tongue.
Yeah. Right, when I get to the last one, lift it up a little bit. Go on through there. Where are you? There you are. Strange way to come out. So I've done that one, but I'm also going to unwrap the start of my wire and loop that round as well, because otherwise, can you see how that one's loose?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Sorry, let me turn it that way up.
Yeah, it's a loose one.
Yeah. So this needs to be tied down as well. So I'm going to pop that through there.
Okay.
Right, that's now fixed, so we can take out our pins.
Only 9 kit left, by the way. Only 9 of the kit left. 9.
9.
9 of the kit. Why does that make you do that? Why does your nose control your does? Your does and your does. They sound the same. Anyway. That many left.
There's one less than 10 left. So I'm going to pop from the end that had the 2 wires, I'm going to pop it round to the other one and then just pull that through and take it back through the middle. Right, I'm now going to remove the end. When you get to this stage, you don't want it because it's acting as a hook. So it's great when you're going through there, but when you get to this stage, it can be a pain. Let me just pop that through there and tighten that in a little bit. I want to come round so that it's at the opposite side, because then it gives you a bit each side for tying down. Right, so now we've got our sort of 5-star shape. We can now spread these out. Okay, so we're just taking of the 3 and pulling the bottom one to the left or right and the top one the other way. So you're literally just spreading the petals out, and already you've got much more fill-in space. So we're now a lot closer to the finished thing. We'd then go round, and I've just slightly pulled them out a little bit. Just hang on. There you go. This is why I started wearing these, you know, because you've got a dark colour for the pale wire and a pale colour for the dark wire.
You're good, Tarry.
So I'm just pulling them apart a bit, and then I'm taking hold of the edge and gently easing it. Can you see how that's pulled across? And then doing the other one at the back, taking hold of the wire and pulling it across. Now, do be careful when you're doing this at home that you don't do what I've just done. And pulled it, because you can pull it through.
Okay, what do I do if I've done that?
Pull it back up. And you should be able to cope with the edge. But if you do it carefully...
You won't get that issue.
That was me being a bit overzealous in front of the camera. You just need to ease it, not pull.
Okay, ease it out. And because you do the front and back, you can be even more gentle in a way, can't you? Yeah,
you can. Because it's wire, you can recover from it.
Of course.
And yes, I would tidy that up at home. But that's a good tip. Don't yank. So ease that out, and it is all about, I pulled it down towards me. So just pull it straight out and ease. Gentle touch. You don't need to be rough with it. There you go, so you can do it. Okay, so you start building your petals up as you go around. And then once you've pulled them all out, the bit that makes it is holding the centre and pushing the petal up and tipping it over. Now, if I bend these out the way, can you see how I've pushed that up now and tipped it over?
Yes,
And if we do that with all of them, even without them being...
It's like those flowers were earlier on the double connectors that we had back in stock, isn't it? It's like how those looked.
Yeah. As soon as you start putting some shape into the flowers like that, you get a much more realistic feel to it. Very few flowers are flat. I then took one of the pearls. I'm not going to break that strand open because I think it would be a shame. And they actually fitted on the 0.6.
That's great.
I know. I was like, woohoo!
That's really good.
And just, this is why I've got it across. And then you can just take that across between the petals and fasten it off. Just wrap it round. And then you've got your pearl in the centre. Then at the back, I made a brooch back.
Pardon?
I made a brooch back for it.
Fab.
Okay. So with the square wire...
saying, thank you, Alison. I have the mesh jig, but wasn't sure how to use it. But now I can. Your demos are great. Not demons.
Brilliant.
Your demos are great. You're brilliant, says Bernadette.
Thank you. But it's very addictive. And once you start varying where these go, you get such totally different looks. Brilliant. So, brooch back. We need the loop bit, so I'm just going to put a bend in there. And there's so many different ways of doing this. Okay, so I'm going to make a bend, and then I'm going to fetch that and tip it over. That gives us somewhere to put our brooch.
Yeah.
Now you can either leave it in that direction so that you know you get one of those that sticks underneath.
Yeah.
Or we can turn that 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And now our brooch is going to come down and
Hook under.
Hook under that
Yeah,
way.
I get you.
Okay. So we go down to the other end. So decide how long you want it, and you want it shorter than the width of the flower.
Or I should be able to see it.
Yeah. And you're going to put, if it stops going everywhere, you're going to put 2 full loops around the base of your brooch. You need the loops because you need the spring, and that's what causes the spring without stressing your wire.
Got you.
Okay. Then when you get to the end, you want a really, really nice sharp point. So with a pair of angle cutters, flush cutters,
Yeah.
cut on an angle,
Okay.
and you will get and it will be sharp, so be careful, and you
Yeah.
can make a nice sharp brooch, and then you flick that over, and then all I did was stitch that onto the back with this extra long wire I had.
That's easy, isn't
Okay,
it?
so that was so easy to do.
Yeah.
Can I show you the other flower? I think they're quite like, is it hibiscus, isn't it? This one here,
Yeah.
where you've got all those bits coming out of the middle.
Yeah.
So for this one, and I'm running short, I made them slightly smaller, and I've got 5 petals, but I've only gone round each one once. It's all about where you're placing these. The wire flowers at the end on the headdress were done in exactly the same way, but I had 3 pins, and I went round 3 times round the outside one, 3 times round the middle one, and then 3 times round the little one.
Got you.
Then moved on to the next one. And you do that for all those, and then you spread it out, and again, just bend them over, and you get this amazing rosette sort of
that
style.
Look, it is like a rosette.
Yeah.
Stunning.
So with this one, I've just whizzed through. I'm just going to go once round each, and it's a very quick, and I can show you how to make that petal shape. Okay, so I've done me once round each, then I would loop it round. Now, I haven't done my kick, and I'm doing this super quick. You do it, you know, take a little bit more time than this, because I'm going to whiz through this really, really quickly.
But it goes to show that, you know, you can do it quickly too.
Oh, you can do. And like I said, apart from cutting the wire, where you've got cutters, young children, you know, certainly under 10s could be playing with this.
Yeah.
Supervised, because apart from these bits here,
Yeah.
and if you've tipped them over so you've got a rounded point,
Yeah.
there's nothing they're going to hurt themselves with. Obviously, little ones, you don't want to be playing with
No.
with it, but you know, you sort of, I would have said your 6 to 10-year-olds certainly could, and obviously above. And I got so addicted to it. I love it. I've only ever played with the bigger wire meshes before, and you can, you know, do this by hand, but why would you want to when you've got a jig that'll do it, and they'll all come out the same, and you can take minutes to do.
Yeah.
Come on, go through there so I can just show you
And
how to do
it's
the
just-
petal.
Hardly takes any time at all,
No.
really.
No. So, pull those out. Pull my flower out. You'd pull your flower round and fasten it off the same as before.
Okay.
But how I got the petal shape, I slightly opened it, then I got my nylon pliers, popped them at the end so the point's halfway,
Okay.
and squashed it flat,
All right.
because I wanted that sort of flat edge. And then I pulled this slightly across, but I have actually eased it down as well, and pulled that across the back.
Oh, so you get a totally different petal shape.
You get a totally different petal shape, and I've stood those up quite a lot
Yeah.
more than the other, so you get this sort of shape from it,
That's fab.
and it gives you a totally different flower. They do give you such totally, so you could actually go all the way to there and put a crinkle in, put a wide one at the bottom, and then you've got a daffodil.
A daffodil. I love that idea.
Yeah. So
there's so much you could do these.
So much versatility.
Just using your imagination. Alison, Tarry, thank you so much for showing us all of those demonstrations. They've just been wonderful. We've had some messages in. Just going to ask you a quick question. Shard says, fab design, especially the hibiscus. Just wondering if you can lightly hammer the flower to strengthen the wire, or would it damage the mesh?
Right, the mesh would be fragile if you hammered it. What I would do is, if you want to strengthen it, and I'm glad you said that, that's a brilliant question because I hadn't mentioned it, is glue. A very, very thin layer of glue. It will hold the mesh in place and it will just give it that little bit more support.
Okay, that's clever. A type
so you
of glue,
just paint it.
anything.
The 6000.
6000.
Some sort of PVA or something that's not, you don't want a really heavy glue. You just want something that you can paint on lightly. You don't need a lot. Just paint it over.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And thank you for your messages in. Also, let's now have a little moment or two to have a look what you've been making. Wall of Fame. Here at the Wall of Fame, I'm going to nosy what you've been making. Tarry starting off.
That's gorgeous. Is that tourmaline?
Stunning.
Sorry, this is, no, it's not 100. This is, hi JM, this is from Anna Lowry. This is my first entry to the Wall of Fame. Wow, can't wait to see more. Created Kumahimo multicoloured quartz necklace and earrings. Sterling plated finishing, all from JM. Good luck to all entries. Anna, that is absolutely stunning. I love the colours in that.
Really love the colours in that. I've got 98 here and it says, hi all at JewelleryMaker. Please find attached a picture of my boyfriend's mum's Christmas present that I made her. This rosary bead was a real labour of love as it took hours. I've used red tiger's eye and rose quartz for the centre, all from JM of course. One strand of tiger's eye does a full set of rosary beads, which is why I find your gems a great value for money. Hope you like this, and love to all in front and behind the camera. That is Lorraine from Hertfordshire. Oh, I bet that was absolutely loved. How thoughtful of you, and labour of love is right, but it looks beautiful. 98.
Loving these.
Ooh,
101,
nice.
Very nice. See the patience you've taken to do those we were talking about earlier. This is from Lorvik Holtom. I hope I've said that right. Oh, Lorraine. Lorraine, I can manage Lorraine. Hi all at JM. Bit late, but wishing you all very happy new year. Haven't sent an entry in for a while, but for lots of reasons. Made these 3 sets for Valentine's Day. The components are all from JM. The green cracked quartz cubes and pyrite rice beads, pyrite mini rondelles on gold wire drops and gold chain. Garnet faceted rondelles in rosary style necklace on gold chain. And garnet and cracked quartz on silver chain. Photo doesn't do them justice. They don't. They look beautiful. Thought these would be great sets to get my mojo back. Don't enjoy these dark, dismal days. Bring on the sunshine. Wishing everyone at JM Towers all the best. Get that chair removed that's causing all the new babies. Yeah, you haven't been sitting in it, have you?
I've been disinfecting it beforehand.
Well, good luck to all of the draw, and to wish all new mums and mums-to-be all the best too. Oh, that's lovely of you, Lorraine.
That's
well
so
done.
lovely. Thank you for that. 99, look at these. I love the felting show the other week. Hi, fellow whoppers. I watched the felt show last week and ordered the felting pack, which included DVD and felt. I'd ordered more felt from your website after watching Gemma in the DVD. I was inspired and had a bash at making these little penguins for my sister, as it's her birthday today. Good luck to all in the draw, and that is Susie in beautiful Forest and Deep. I think they are fab looking.
They're stunning. I'm trying to resist doing the felting.
Oh, you should give it a go.
No, it's another one of those things. If I do it, I'll go mad.
I love those, and I hope your sister loves them too. 99 should have, but Susie.
Right, this is 102. I'm loving this. Very geometrical. Jean Riggs. Good morning to everyone at the lovely JM Studios. My grandchildren have come today, so I've got them to send in my latest make. Sorry I haven't sent anything for months. I'm not very good on the laptop. My daughter saw something like this in this necklace in a shop for £20, so I decided to make it for her in memory wire using using 0.8 silver-plated wire. Julie was very pleased. Hope you like it. Love to all from Jean in Totten. wire of course from JM. Where's Totten?
Love that design.
Love it. And see what you can do. See what you can do. You know, if you've seen a design you like, go home and have a go. You'll end up putting your own spin on it anyway, but if it just helps with some inspiration, then go for it.
Why not?
It's lovely.
Definitely. And if you do need a little bit of inspiration, I've got something special for you now. It's a star buy. I remember about a year and a half ago when we started doing our solar quartz, I then, well, in fact, it was longer than that, probably about 2 years ago now. I then remember about 6 months later, 5 or 6 months later, I started to do the watermelon. It was so popular. We brought you so many different types of strands in different shapes, but we haven't seen it for ages. It's good to have it back, isn't it? That stunning solar quartz, those cut stalactites from Mother Nature herself, with every single detail and interest within these. You can actually see through the centre of these, what is sometimes referred to as the heart of or the eye of the quartz itself. When you think about quartz, always the easiest way to imagine these as they kind of are formed is the way that you get these quartz. So you get these minerals, as it's said, and you get them all hanging down in these stalactites forms a lot of the time. You can get them in geodes as well, coming in different directions, but you get all of these stalactites. The way to imagine a solar quartz is with the centre, the heart or the eye of the solar quartz running through, and it's almost like that has been taken and has been sliced in this way. That's why so many of these have that heart or the eye within the centre that kind of has the colour and design always radiating out from it. It's almost like age lines as well. If you think of it in a tree, you know, you get the age lines in a tree that kind of swell from the centre. It's similar to that as well. It's so unique and individual to be able to bring this to you, in particular in a faceted design. We don't tend to bring you solar quartz faceted. We tend to bring it you in always smooth pebble shapes. So lovely to be able to bring them faceted to you today. You're colouring on these ones with that vibrant pink, that cerise colour that's juxtaposed with that green, just going to prove that Mother Nature works in fantastic ways, and also going to prove that greens and pinks together can work. It's almost rose garden, isn't it? Doesn't it make you think English rose garden? It does me. It's got this beautiful, beautiful look about it. It's bright, it's breezy, it's going to add a little pop of colour. We haven't seen anything like this, well, I haven't anyway, in quite some time. Your price for it today, everybody? £11.95. Now that is not the price for you would normally be expected. Alison, Tarry, have you seen this recently?
Not recently, and I love it. And I took one of the pieces I had and I made a brooch with it, but I used the pink wire we have and the chartreuse wire we had. So the green bits had the green wire, the pinky purple bits had the pinky purple wire, and good. Made a brooch out of it, and it looked amazing.
Oh, that sounds fab. What an eye-catching design that must have been. These are absolutely beautiful, and don't think just because the colour of them is so intense that you can't pair them with anything else. You absolutely can. With the likes of kind of deep, rich, smoky tones, they can really work, can't they?
Oh, they can, beautifully. The colours are fantastic, and they will go with so much.
Yeah,
they'll go
really
with all your your smoky tones. They'll go with the moonstone we had earlier. They'd go beautifully with that. They go with so much.
Yeah,
I love that.
Just give them a go, give them a try out. Well done to everyone who's already got them. Not a huge amount of those ones left. After the break, I'm going to be back with some more stunning gems, including the likes of those lamp cabs. I'll see you in a few minutes.
You can now book JewelleryMaker workshops online. Just head over to our JewelleryMaker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you have found a workshop you'd like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button. Fill in the required fields and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator Wendy at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you.
Join resident designer Sheila for our Bridal Headwear for Beginners DVD. Sheila will guide you through an array of beautiful bridal designs, including a pearl tiara, the star hair comb, a twisted spiral tiara, and much more. This DVD is packed full of inspiration and helpful hints and tips. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Pearls are classic. I mean, who doesn't love pearls? You look at them, they look elegant, they look classy, and they make elegant, classy jewellery when you're creating with them. I think right from the whitest of white pearl to the peach pearl, they're always stunning, and anybody can wear them. They're one of my favourites. You see them, don't you, in expensive jewellers, covered in diamonds. Diamond and pearls are the classic duo, and that's why I love pearls.
Pearls are always a huge seller on JewelleryMaker, and I think it's because there's a huge amount of emotional attachment to them. I think whatever walk of life you come from, whatever your age, you always associate pearls with maybe someone who's worn pearls before you, maybe your grandma, maybe your mum. So there's always that emotional attachment to pearls, and they can be classic, they can be contemporary, they can really be whatever you want them to be, and definitely one of my favourite gemstones.
Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with JewelleryMaker in the same day, you'll only be charged one postage and packaging fee?
We've got serious quality here, ladies and gentlemen. No, not just Alison, Tarry. I mean, these gorgeous Labradorite cabochons. Hello to you all. My name's Becky, and this is Labradorite. You've got a massive amount of Labradorite. This is going to be one of the biggest collections we've had in yonks, hasn't it? Absolutely loads of it we're getting here. 1,500 carats worth approximately in total. Now, we've seen a fair bit of Labradorite of late, but it's lovely to have such a great amount of variety, isn't it? In great quality, of course. Every one of these is going to tell you a different story, and every single one of these is going to be used for a multitude of different things. A really great quality collection we have here, haven't we? Look at that. What a sight to behold, isn't it?
I know. I mean, from over here, looking at those, oh, look at that really vibrant blues in that. And the one right at the front, I've got really vibrant sort of coppery golds right at the very front. From here, I can see it. Look at them all. Oh, my favourite shape.
Yeah.
Teardrop.
Yeah. Why is that your favourite? Tell me.
I don't know. I just like the it leads you. The shape leads you. You know, I find around you just look at it and you go nowhere, whereas that leads you somewhere.
Yeah, really does, doesn't it? What apart from just wire could we do with these if my medium isn't wire?
Right. Well, you could bead round them. You could do a bead bezel. You could kumihimo round them. No, not kumihimo. I mean soutache around them very easily. Be brilliant with soutache. You could probably do a kumihimo bale.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
You could
yeah,
probably do a kumihimo bale.
Yeah.
You could certainly use the mesh to do a very simple bale. Put two pieces of wire through the 6mm mesh.
Yeah.
One top and bottom, and pull them tight at the top, and you've encapsulated that without doing any complex wire work.
Love
very,
that idea.
very easily.
Love that idea.
They're gorgeous. They are really, really gorgeous.
Yeah. Now, this one here is definitely grabbing the kind of idea of the imagination of the team. This one I love because it shows you essentially how this is created. These are the parallel lines I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's to do with the structure of these. All of those striations, totally and absolutely real deal and natural. And that's exactly what we're talking about in the sense of how these are created. Whenever I say about parallel lines and the light getting captivated in between them, this is the kind of look we've got. Generally, these will be cut through this way. But actually the quality of this one is just as such that we've cut across it so you can see them. It's really special, isn't it? We've got a huge amount of these. You can hear that we've, done. There's so many different mediums we can work with on these, which makes it extremely versatile indeed. If you want to get your hands on one of the most historic gems, because it has got a lot of history, hasn't it? It really has. There's a lot of history behind it. There's a lot of kind of interest behind it. There's a lot of, a lot of our guest designers who will make bespoke pieces to sell on, such as the likes of Fleur, will often get asked to use this in
Reenactment.
Reenactor, that's the word I was looking for. Reenactment films.
The live action role playing stuff you can do it in.
LARPing.
Very fantasy. LARPing, yes, if you LARP. Very fantasy because of that change. It's very, very fairy-esque, very ethereal. It's just beautiful. Chainmail, you could make a chainmail bezel as well for it.
Really good idea, actually. Yeah, perfect for that.
You could set it in clay, silver, or make your bezel and then set it in afterwards. I don't know whether it'd bake. That's not my area, but I wouldn't.
Better to be safe, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen, should be $34.95
for all of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm counting them yet. £24.95 to get your hands on all of these today. I'm going to really quickly count them up for you, if I may. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I've got about 38 here, approximately 38 in total.
So, less than £1 a cabochon.
Oh, less than £1, about 66p a cabochon, if my maths are correct.
Bonkers.
That is bonkers, isn't it?
And, some people go, oh, yeah, but I don't want all those. So split it with a friend.
Yeah.
Buy it and split it. Buy it and bag them up in 2s or 3s and sell them on that well-known...
Online.
If I'm allowed to say that, and if I'm not,
sell
too
them
late.
online. Yeah, you can if you want to. Yeah.
But, well, you can never have too many cabochons. I got loads. Just find a nice box to put them all in, and then you've always got what you want.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, it's just made a point if you were to sell these at £2 each, you'd be getting about £76. And I mean, who wouldn't be snapping up huge pieces like this?
Yeah. With the Labrador essence that's in them, which is phenomenal. Wow.
Dion's thinking of taking this up now as a job, actually. Dion's going, do you know what? On my maternity leave, I might just get these and just, sell them on for £2 online.
Oh,
People would snap them up for £2. We know people who've seen rough pieces of Labradorite for £4.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a good way to keep you busy, isn't it, Dee? Good way to keep you busy. I think that's an amazing price point. It really is something special, isn't it?
You're getting so much for that price.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It really is absolutely phenomenal. So, get these whilst you can before Dion buys them all and sells them online to you at a premium price. Get them whilst you can. Yeah, when Dion's working for herself, she's trying to work out whether or not she's going to charge more for the blues because it's her own business now. So is she going to...
Oh.
She'll keep them low. She'll keep them low. Hello. Oh, hello, Dana Lee says, put them in a frame somewhere the light changes.
Oh, yes. I like that.
That is a good idea.
I like that.
That is a really good idea.
So one of the guest designers has got a Labradorite work surface.
It's not Norris in it.
Is it Rachel, is it? Oh, I'm so jealous.
Possibly. I know Steve Bennett used to.
Did he?
Used to.
Love it. How'd you get rid of that? I suppose you cut it out and put it in little shapes. I would.
In fact, that's what this is. Just leftover work.
No, it's not.
Of course it's not. Well done to you all. Here we go. Your hands on this one. Now, everyone who treated themselves to this already is majoritively getting their hands on a couple of these, which is lovely to see. Go half skis on it. In fact, why not beat Dion at her own game? All of you multi-buying, they're going to be your competition, D. They're literally in my ear just talking about business opportunities now to do with these. Shh, keep them on the down low. Keep them on the down low. Buy these and sell them off. Let's all do it. That is a great price point, it really is. Well done to you. Right, I'm moving it on now. I'm going to bring you in the 10 o'clock hour some charms. And these are the leaf charms. Oh, they're so pretty. They go really nicely with these leaves that I had on earlier. Do you remember these ones that I brought to you earlier on, the selection? They go really nicely with these. Little leaf charms. Ah, look at you already having a little look across these.
A little nosy.
How would we describe them? Oak? They're quite oaky, but they've got a touch of the oak about them.
Oh, they're very sweet.
Aren't they adorable? Do you want to see how substantial these are? They're not flimsy at all. Look at that amount of metal at the side. That's huge.
But one of those in front of one of the other leaves would look amazing, just dangling down.
Oh, that'd look really pretty. Let me just show you, like, I don't know if I'd do it on a silver.
No, I'd do it on a contrasting colour.
On a contrast. Let's go for the rose gold. Something like this.
Yeah. Just kind of dangle it in front. Oh, that's so sweet.
That'd be cute, wouldn't it? These have not been seen in absolutely ages. Just to let you know that these leaves are at the bottom of your screen. They're real leaves, these ones here. They're real leaves that have essentially been covered in metal. So you can shape them if you so wish. You can bend them and use them in lots of different ways. You do get a selection of colours that are at the bottom of the screen now. We've dropped them in price. And these leaves that I've got for you here haven't been seen since last year. So absolutely ages. May, when the sun was still shining, if you recall. I've got, here, I'll show you the front and the back of them just so you get a real good idea. Because look, on the back you can see they do state that they're 925. Now, actually, from the back, they almost look a little bit more feather-like. Really pretty indeed. Loads of you absolutely flying in for these. When we think about leaves, you think about magic. Well, I do anyway. You think about magic, you think about pixies, painting them and pulling them off the trees in autumn, don't you? Throwing them on the floor. You think about, you think about storybooks as a child, don't you? You think about, again, new beginnings. You think about new starts. You think about, you know, planting a new tree, possibly with these. Oh, what's that saying? From small acorns, great oaks grow.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of what it's about, isn't it, nature? It's to do with strength. And what do leaves make you think of, Alison, Tarry?
Oh, to me, leaves are autumn. Well, you've got the green leaves as you're coming through, all the peridot colours and that really nice, gentle leaf as they start to unfurl. But to me, leaves are all about the autumn.
Yeah.
I just adore the way nature just takes a green palette and just goes mad with it and just repaints it completely. It's just like someone's gone out and painted everything, all different shades of reds and browns and golds, and I just love it.
I love that.
The little leaves, they're great. Everyone loves, you know, it's nature and stuff, but you can have those. Could you imagine having those actually as your little thing, if you see what I mean, at the back of your necklace and say, oh, all of mine have got a little leaf on it.
Yeah, your kind
amazing.
of logo, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea. Oh my gosh, hardly any of these odds left now. Your price point today for 10. Doesn't want to show. £9.95 for you today, ladies and gentlemen, for 10 of these. That's special price point, isn't it?
It is. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love the detail on them with all the little veins on them. It's beautiful.
It's special, isn't it?
Yeah.
Put them with the flower spaces on a chain. Just too cute. I love that idea. What have I done with them now? Here they are. Yeah, completely agree with that. Little, hang on, come here, pal. Something like that. Aww. You know? Those we had on earlier on, don't forget. Really beautiful. These are the double spacer one. I'll just show you that. Oh, hang on. Look at that. So, you know, these ones that we had on earlier. Yes, I love the idea. Thank you for that. Another text in. OMG. I've just searched to see how much charms are elsewhere. My gob is very smack that. Those leaves are going straight into my basket. Thank you. Well, Kathy, enjoy these in your basket and enjoy these when you get them home, because I tell you what, you're right. Charms, seriously, big bucks you could be paying for charms. And the interesting thing, I don't know if you've noticed, Kathy, but if you type in like specific types of charms, like leaf charms, you can get up a certain amount of prices, and you can quite easily see an individual leaf charm for as low as, you know, £9, £10 for one. Yeah. But actually it's for one, and I bet you it's probably not sterling silver. A lot of the time it's not. A lot of the time they're silver plated. Yeah. Even the well-known ones. You know, the well-known box ones, even those ones a lot of the time. £40, we're having a look online now, £22 we've got. You know, there's big prices, and these are all for individual, could I just mention. £19.95 we found online for one of them. They're all about £20 by the looks of things at the moment. So that really is just going to show that prices can really be up there, can't it? Okay, I've got 57 of these odds left, everybody. If you want to treat yourself to these, you know exactly what to do. 0800 644 655, price option number 1. And you'll get through to our helpful call centre. They're so lovely, they really, really are. Well, all the ones I've always spoken to are. The ones I've spoken to are always lovely. And just to let you all know too that you can get in touch online if you want to, touched, you know what I mean. You can get in touch online, JewelleryMaker.com, or text us as well if you have any questions for us. 60777, stay tested with Studio. It's lovely to have you all with us today. I hope you are having an absolutely pleasant one. I really do. You had a fantastical weekend. Mine was lovely. I had a great time. Yes, okay, I did have an injury from gardening. But apart from that, and apart from my friends thinking I was proper uncool by playing Trivial Pursuits alone, apart from that, I was not playing Trivial Pursuits alone, but he jumped to conclusions. He just went, oh, you're playing that by yourself? No, I'm not rude. Anyway, yeah, so I had a lovely couple of days off. I love a game of Trivial Pursuits. I do. Other board games are available. Do you know what I found out? This is one of the questions. Go on. How many spices, individual spices, make up allspice? 5. Oh, you'd guess the same as Dion. Ollie's guessing 8. Kerry, what's your guess? Now you're 25, I bet you know this. Nope, haven't got a clue. Haven't got a clue. Cass, do you know? I thought 5. 5 as well. Now that's what I said, but I think we got confused because that's like Chinese 5-spice, isn't it? Allspice is made up of 1. Yeah, it's a type of berry. It's just a one that's called allspice. Every day is a school day, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to Learning Town. Everybody check out your baskets on that, please. Okay, I'm bringing to you now some more absolute goodies. Ooh. Now, these are the other flowers. Now, these are a different type of flower because they're slightly larger in the sense that they've got the 3 bars here going across them. And they're in this beautiful V shape too. Take a look. See what I mean? Really pretty. Are they lush? I love the idea. I just want a chain coming through either side.
Yeah.
That is beautiful, isn't it?
That is gorgeous.
There's the back of them so you can see them. And you're getting that beautiful look. Now, we had the smaller ones on earlier that were a 2er. Hang on. Get your fingers out of the way, Max. Oh, it's hard. It's easier said than done, that. Come here. Oh gosh. I am... I'd say with fingers and thumbs, but I'm not even that. Look, you see, you could attach those on, actually, couldn't you, if you wanted to do something larger. These are the smaller ones that we had on earlier. These are the new ones that we're doing for you right now. This collection, you could see you have 5 of them in total, and they've got that beautiful V-neck detail to them. Like I say, you know, I just like the idea of doing a little bit of shade at either side of them, really. Alison, Tarry went, ooh, like she came up with an idea.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Excuse me, I'm doing a 7-strand pearl necklace with them now, because you've got the 5 holes to do.
Yes, like that idea. So you do different types of pearls.
You could do, but I'd probably just
stick to the same. Like that idea.
Yeah.
You've got a big amount of things you could do with these. 5 of them individually. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen. There's nobody of you coming in. If you want to get these, you've got to come and get them really, really quickly. There's a massive amount of carat weight on these and gram weight on these. It's absolutely huge. The price point is rolling down. £12.95 for you today. That is a huge price drop for something that is a substantial amount of metal. I mean, come on, look at the amount of detail you've got on these. There is so much precious metal on there. Did you expect that price, Tarry?
I didn't. That's an amazing price. And like you say, they're gorgeous as they are, but as spacers, they look absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
They would look just beautiful. And don't forget, you can use them to separate your pieces. So if I hold them up like that, you imagine, you know, a strand of pearls going through here and so on and so forth, or just having them to go kind of up to a design. It's just a genius idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it's spacers. And it just gives, because of the detail in the flowers, it's such a nice spacer to have. You know, you can get spacers which are just plain. You can get ones that are gem encrusted. They're just so pretty to have that extra detail. They're beautiful.
Yeah. I love that. I'm just holding it like this as a pendant. But like you say, you know, have it at the other side as well. So from that middle one too. Yeah. Oh.
Wow. Sorry.
Hi Becky, Alison, and the wonderful Dion. She says, "Aww." And hi to the birthday girl. Well, sort of post-birthday girl. Look, I say birthday and instantly her face lights up and she's just going, and to Ollie and to Cass as well. Deborah wants us to know, hey Cass. Oh, Cass! You just did a leg pop then. Did I? Yeah! She's just sort of stood and then she just goes leg pop. Look at it. She's saying, I made a 3-strand choker and bracelet set with your £6.95 pearls, £250 the set.
Excellent.
Congratulations. That's fab, isn't it?
Yeah, and people do need to remember that. Don't undervalue it.
Oh, no,
you get things at bargain prices from JewelleryMaker.
You really do.
Not market prices.
No.
And how many times have we heard that, you know, oh, I put it at this price and people didn't believe it was real? People don't.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's one of the first things that Angela Edwards actually tells people. If you're not selling, pop on a bit of extra money and just see what can happen.
Yeah.
Because people believe it then. Okay, everyone, your names have got off my screen now, but it's been lovely to join you with all of these treats today. And what I will say is if you want to get your hands on more, I've got more available. It's just I can't see all your names who are coming in for it now. But it's lovely to have you on board with us today. £12.95 is special.
It's very special. Can you put them together? Do they form like a little bit of an oval?
Oh, let me have a go. Yeah, I'm sure you could.
Oh, you could do, or even better, you could do it like that.
Oh, sorry, is this not what you were suggesting?
No, I was just thinking of 2 together.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
But
Look at me going for it here. What we like. Oh, aye.
Pop a Labradorite in the middle of that. Job's a good one.
That's special, isn't it?
That's beautiful.
Oh my goodness! Imagine elastic. Now,
Yeah.
this is loopy, but stick with us. Elastic woven. Well, it's hard to say. Woven in and out of these, and have it as almost a hair adornment, maybe with a ponytail coming out of it, or a side ponytail or something.
Ooh, lush.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. And then you could use that to trail something down.
Yes.
If you wanted to.
For bridal, bridesmaids. Yeah, and let's have a look the way you actually wanted me to show it. Like this.
Yeah.
Like that.
I don't know how they go.
Like that.
Oh, they're a little bit. I was just wondering how curved they were, whether they'd form something around, but not quite. I love the bigger one though, and I'm definitely with you on the elastic.
Ollie's come up with a fantastic idea. If you got these 2 and did like your hairpins through them, almost like your Kirby grips in them, then you could have these kind of Kirby gripped into your hair, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold it in place. Put a lab cap in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Vicky. Brilliant idea. Let me find one. The tiger's eye even.
Oh.
We're going to bring these to you, so we're going to show these. I haven't actually showed these to you yet. Oh, hello. Oh, just as an idea, ladies, look at that.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, how vintage does that look?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Let me get my fingers out of the way.
Nice.
That tiger's eye is absolutely ferocious, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
That's coming up for you in a wee while. Love that idea. Thank you for sending that in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we all want to get our hands on these, so you've got to be quick for the last few. £19.95 for us today. Okay, everybody, how do you feel about having a little bit of a pause in the show? It's a showstopper. You are about to fall in love with these tiger's eye, because even, just keep your eye on them as I drag them across, because you can even see on your screen, can't you, as I move them, how that light changes. Oh, it's just, you can see it from there, can't you? It's just phenomenal quality. Oh, things that make you go, right? Can you see how this one's got natural blue tiger's eye in it? Can you see it?
Oh, loving that.
Oh my gosh, everybody. I've just said blue. I've just said blue in the tiger's eye. When does that ever happen? On natural tiger's eye like this, when does that ever happen? Hardly ever.
I don't think I've ever seen it like that.
It's special, isn't it?
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
There's loads of special treats here. Look at the quality of this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a really beautiful gemstone. Okay, first off, why is it named tiger's eye? Well, because it's said to resemble a tiger's eye effect when you kind of get that glint from the foliage on the savannah. I presume.
The glint. I've never seen foliage glinting before.
No, never seen foliage glinting on the savannah. Tigers come from the savannah, do they? But the thing is, I watch Attenborough, but only half-heartedly. Do you know what I mean? I'm never fully involved. Anyway, it's said to resemble that look that I just described effortlessly well. You've got here a gemstone which has been used throughout history. It used to be used by the Roman soldiers, actually. It used to be used as a talisman. We found it in burial sites, kind of encrusted in armoury and in swords and things. So it used to be believed that the Romans used to wear it as a talisman because they believed it would ward off their enemies. They believed it would scare them away. They believed it would bring them... Oh, sorry, that's one of my dog's hairs. It would bring them courage. It would bring them courage and strength in battle. I've got for you here such a big array here of colour and lightness. It's really going to... If you are doing things like ancient pieces, like the chainmail we were talking about or referring to earlier, you know, do an historical piece like this would be wonderful. But also for people who possibly believe in things like crystal healing and believe in the myths and legends of folklore and tales around that, well then these gemstones still have some connotations in certain circles. Obviously can't say whether or not these are true or not, but they do have certain connotations in some locations to promote the likes of strength and courage even to this day. So a really interesting gem. I've had someone messaging saying, can we have a little bit of an idea of size? I could have a bit of a guesstimate of sizes. So we just go for a random view, just so I don't pick the same size, but apparently I've managed to do it anyway. Don't know why I closed my eyes there. Some might say there was no point. Yeah. 3 centimetres worth in length on this one by 2.5. I've also got for you here 4 centimetres by approximately 2.5 again. Some letters are just hard to say. With my nose, my impaled nose, and I've had my brace taken off, which you couldn't tell. I've had my brace taken off, but apparently it doesn't help. I've also got 3.5 by, oh, this one graduates because it's at a point. The point is about 3 mil, and the thickest point is about 2 mil. So centimetres, all in centimetres. So those are the kind of sizes we've got across there. Mark is saying, I love these, just love these, and fantastic price. Look on the net, you'll be looking to buy one in this quality for that price. Big love from Mark. Hello to you, Mark. Lovely to have you with us. And you know what, Mark, you've just raised a fantabulous point there, my love. If you had a look at these online, which I'm sure, I love that you're having a nosy, I love that you're having a look, that's absolutely fine by me. You can't actually tell the quality of them because most of the ones that I've seen, they're just a photo.
Yeah.
And you know, I could quite easily catch that one with a bit of a decent light on it, just a photograph there. But who knew as soon as I turned it, it might just stop. But it doesn't on ours, does it?
No.
Also, just want to point out, they're great on the front and back.
Yeah, because sometimes it's nice to use the flat back.
Yeah.
Because if you want to do some wire work on it, do a little scene on it, you can use the back of it.
Mm. Ollie's just found one online that's described as, it's £4.28, it's described as used.
Oh, great.
Previously used. So maybe someone's made a piece of jewellery with it and then taken it apart, but that might mean it's left with scratches or dimples. Don't know, do you?
Could mean anything.
What?
So it could mean anything.
Yes, it could, Alison, Tarry. Could mean anything.
Used.
Yeah.
Vintage.
Yeah, it could mean that. Your price point today, ladies and gentlemen. £11.95.
Oh my goodness.
Hang on, let me count these up for you, ladies and gentlemen. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 of these today. Alison, Tarry, what do you think of that price for 14 approximate of these?
I think that's a phenomenal price.
Is it?
But yeah, for 14 of them, wow. That's a take it home and have. You can just go really, really gem heavy because sometimes you just want to go to town. You can use them for all sorts.
Yeah.
You know?
You can go for it.
Gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, too many of you must have checked it out. What are these ones right now? Mark's saying, wrap it with a bit of copper wire, mesh around, done, statement piece. Oh, hello. around it.
Yeah, so form like a bezel
Like
with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like a frame.
Yeah.
Let's give you an idea. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, it was good whilst it lasted, wasn't it, guys? Wasn't it?
Look amazing
Good whilst
there.
it lasted. Blink and you'll miss it. I'll try one more time. You have been warned. Look at this telly now. We're about to let go. Oh, yes. Oh, Mark, you're so a genius. What a great idea. Isn't it? Thanks, Alison, Tarry, for bringing that over. You're such a love. But thank you for your idea, Mark, as always. And a load of you kind of even better prize. Love you lot. And thanks so much. It made my day. Big love, robot. Mwah. Oh, I'm glad that we've made your day there and put a little bit of a smile on your face. I've got to say, it's got absolutely loop-de-loo.
I'll bet.
It has gone absolutely. Our call centre are now answering phones like phones are going out of fashion.
But we don't often see the tiger's eye in cabochon form.
No, you're right, actually. That is a fair point to be making, Tarry. You're right. We don't tend to that often.
And I've never seen them mixed with the blue and the natural in it. Not natural, because they're both natural. The original colour.
Yes,
shall we
absolutely.
say.
The go-to, as it were. It's magical looking, that, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah. I love that piece.
And Mother Nature is just really cool sometimes, isn't she?
Mother Nature is amazing.
She is fantastic, isn't she? Being able to make things like this, I mean, it's just phenomenal. Loads of you coming in and getting your hands on these ones. Hello, everyone. I'm having a really fantastical day today. Do you know what? If you love a phenomenon gemstone, these might go quite nicely. In particular, if you've got some blue hues in yours.
With that blue one. Because you can see it picking up the blue already, automatically.
You can actually.
You just go straight to that blue.
Yeah, really stunning.
Beautiful.
Now, does everybody like to watch Alison and Tarry on telly?
I do.
Would you like to have her in your home? Still on the television, but at your beck and call, whenever you need. If you would. Oh. We've got the DVD for you. You just did a little noise there. What was that noise for?
We worked hard on this DVD.
Oh, yeah.
We love it. I like the Zodiacs.
Tell us a little bit about this DVD. We know it's 3-disc and we know it goes through all of the star signs.
Yes, so it shows you all of the star signs in a pendant format. It shows you all of the star signs in a ring format. There's a bonus brooch format. It's only for one of the gemstones, one of the star signs. But once you've learned how to make the star sign you want, look at the brooch and convert it. So you should be able to mash the two together.
Yeah.
And also all the rings will convert into bracelets if you use a thicker gauge wire.
Fab.
If you use a 1.5, you can do them all as a bracelet as well.
So you could get a whole set with this?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Easily.
I think there's a pair of earrings in there as well.
And the fact of the matter is with this, everyone has a star sign, don't they?
Everybody has a star sign.
Whether or not it's something you believe in, everyone has one and everyone kind of knows what theirs is, don't they, as well?
Yeah.
It's beautiful, beautiful DVD. I've seen some of the makes from this in real life and you've seen some of them as well on that recorded. That is fantastic. Leanne says that her DVDs arrived today. Can't wait to watch and learn.
Excellent. Can't wait to see them, Leanne.
Yeah, definitely.
One for each dog.
One for each dog, Leanne. Your price point today is just £12.95 on this 3-disc set. Don't worry if you've never done wire work before, because actually with this step-by-step tuition, you will be able to get these steps that you need. You will be able to learn some of your basic essentials. But some of these designs, easy to do even on your first outing. And don't forget, if it doesn't go great the first time round, doesn't matter. You pause it, you rewind it, you have another go. £12.95 on that DVD today. Well done to all of you. Bring it to you really quickly now. Some sterling silver. Now these sterling silver pieces are really beautiful and actually go quite nicely with some of the star sign themes. In particular, if you're a water sign, I think they're really pretty. Take a little look at these hot bell pendants.
Oh, I love those.
See what I mean about the water sign? It'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
They do though hang just like this. You can see. Oh, I've got my tweezers in the veil section here, and as you can see, you've got that wonderful smoothness to them. And then this bit at the bottom, as you can see, is half drilled. So what that means is if you've got any half drilled pearls or half drilled gemstones, I know we've had half drilled. Tiger's eye, for example, you could pop a bit of glue within there, pop these on, and you've got that gemstone or that piece hanging there in style. It's a really beautiful design, don't you think, Tarry?
It is lovely. I love the style of it, the simplicity of it, the elegance of it, and because you've got that curve and the movement, I think it's beautiful.
Stunning design.
Easy
and
pendants
idea.
and earrings.
I'm just having a little look. Now wait.
Perfect.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Perfection. Oh, look at that.
What do you think?
Amazing. And if you had to go and buy that as that, it would cost you a fortune.
An absolute fortune. Really would. Tahitian pearl mammoth coming up for you really, really shortly indeed. But now let's get our hands on the half drill pendants. If you are planning on getting the Tahitian pearls, and why wouldn't you? They're stunning. Then you can get your hands on this trio here. Big amount of precious metal, meaning big inherent value. Stunning speckling on the surface of these. That means you get that dispersion, that dispelled, that almost matte look actually. But it's purely to do with kind of actually mottling the surface slightly to change that texture so that the light doesn't just fly back to the eye as quickly as it normally would, so it always has to work for it. You'll get 3 of these today. Your price point is going to knock your socks off.
Wow. Wow.
I just want to let everybody know that this is not my decision, management. Dion did it, not me. £7.95. It might have my name on it, but I'm making it clear now. It's Dion's doing. £7.95. That price point is not the price point we should normally be going for, but hey, we're going to it today. Don't forget for me, please, ladies and gentlemen, that the price point on this, okay, it's not like silver's one of those things that dips in value all the time, is it? It's not like silver's one of those things that's dead easy to get. You know, you just kind of pop down your local shop and go, oh yeah, I'll just have loads of 95 silver. It's not so easy to get your hands on. You usually have to go to very bespoke places, in particular to get unique and individual designs such as this. That today, for this collection, phenomenal price point, isn't it, Alison, Tarry?
Yeah, I'm blown away by that. And if you put that with the chain from earlier, you know, you've got a set so easily. Incredible value. You know, the pendant and 2 earrings, 3 pendants for bridesmaids. How fantastic would that be? And you know, £7.95 for the 3 of them. You can almost do them as wedding favours.
That's such a lush idea.
You know, because it doesn't have to be a half-drilled gemstone. It can be a drilled through gemstone. And if you don't want the hole at the bottom, cut a few mil of a head pin, chop it off to a 3 mil, and actually glue that on the other end.
Lush idea.
If you didn't want the hole, if you didn't have a drilled one.
Lush idea. Now, after saying all that, just ignore it. Because basically, I've just worked out that actually the description on the screen says with end ring. Now, these ones, as you can see, I've got the half drilled attachment. Purely all it is that we have been sent, the warehouse has sent us the wrong one. The image you see on your screen now is the one that you will be getting. We do apologise for that. Like we say, just the warehouse sent us the other one. These ones, though, essentially, you can kind of be doing the same thing as you want. If you use them as a pendant, absolutely perfect for you to use them for. And don't forget that if you wanted to get a piece of wire, if you've got 0.4 or head pins in your collection, you can still kind of always recreate this half-drilled effect, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. All you need is a loop with a little bit of wire hanging down, and you've got a half-drilled attachment, if you see what I mean.
Absolutely.
That you can still use.
Yeah, completely. Well done to everyone who's gotten their hands on that one. 3 of them you'll get it for $7.95 for you today. Again, sorry about that. Like we say, just sent the wrong thing across. Well done to everybody who got it. The thing you're getting on screen now, you will be getting, and you will be getting 3 of them. I'm going to bring you now some of it described as rings.
Ooh.
But actually, you can use these in so many different manners and ways. No, I was going to say so many different wanners, if I'm honest. Wanners, the accidental kind of mix-up between ways and manners.
Wanners. Fair enough.
It's easy to do, isn't it? It's easy to do. I've got for you here these beautiful adjustable rings. But look at how our budded beader, the lovely Sue, has used these in different wanners. We have used these. What Sue's done is she's actually slipped off a couple, one from each of these rings, and actually linked these up to create a bracelet. What a great idea. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's a fab idea. And it looks amazing. And if you wanted to, you could either put some gemstones in the middle, or resin in the middle, or polymer clay in the middle of it, and have each one as a different thing. But it looks brilliant as a bracelet.
That's special, isn't it?
Yeah. But then she's very good.
Yeah.
I've actually used those because I had them in a kit, and it was, you know, just use what you got in the kit. And I actually used them as a bezel set, as a pendant set. So to hold a pendant in, so sort of put them at the back and then use the rings to take stuff across.
Love that. Okay, everybody, I've got a double trouble collection of these twisted rings for you. Your prize point today on the double trouble collection. Double trouble. Gosh, some words are hard to say today. £6.95.
They are just so fun. If you do craft fairs or fetes, they're just so much fun. You need 2 or 3 little gemstones in there, and they're brilliant, and kids will love them.
That is phenomenal. I just want to make you aware that you're getting 20 in total, because you are getting a pack of 10, but you get 2 packs of 10, and that, by my calculations, means 20. Hi girls, I love these rings. I have joined 3 together with wire and have hung chain and gems down from them. Added a chain, and wow, a great necklace.
Fab idea.
Like that idea a lot.
Use them as connectors. Super as connectors.
Really lovely idea. Loads of people messaging about those Tahitians. Sorry to interrupt, Tarry. Loads of people messaging about those Tahitians. I've just got enough time. I will bring them to you now as a very quick but very important stop by. This, as a trio, is absolutely stunning. When I'm holding them in my hand, what I'm holding here is to many the most kind of precious selection of pearls that you can get. I've got true wonder and prestige here. Oh, the fact that you have the opportunity to own these today is something really to behold. Ladies and gentlemen, your Tahitian pearls. They are just huge.
They are. They're the big ones. And not only that, but look how round they are. They're just perfect. Just love the colour.
Yeah. It is phenomenal, isn't it? Don't forget, to be called a Tahitian pearl, it's not just a nice name we've given to a black pearl. It has to be created by a certain type of pearl, a very delicate pearl. It's a black lip pearl, and it has to be collected in this area within the French Polynesia. It's sorry, came from nowhere. It's a It's an organic, which by itself will be graded. Not all pearls are, but it will be graded in general, the Tahitian. And we here at JewelleryMaker will tend to only accept the AA range. So you know you've got serious quality here. They are half drilled. I am going to be getting 3 of them. Your price point today on all of these, it's rolling down. These are the biggest ones I've ever seen. I've brought to you the 11.25, but never was this big. What do you think of that price, Alison?
I think that price is phenomenal. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. The 3, for 3. You know, you'd never think you could get a pearl for £33. A Tahitian pearl of that size and that calibre.
Yeah.
I just love them. I love the colour.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore the colour.
Astonishing, isn't it?
Yeah, I do love Tahitian pearls.
It's just astonishing. Well done to everyone who's already get these. Just to let you know, totally naturally their colour, completely beautiful in their status as well. And that price, a total and absolute cincher, really. You'd be lucky to find one of that size at this price. Okay, I've only got 6 minutes left with you on Freeview right now. So we are going to bring to you a really lovely essential, a findings pack, and not just any old findings packs. It's going to be your silver findings pack. They are an essential, aren't they, Tarry?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can't have too many of them because the bit you want's always the bit that's run out.
So true.
And we go through loads. And also, you know, you can, when you've got, say, I've got a load of head pins, well, go and get a strand of beads and make a bubble bracelet.
Yeah.
You know, you can never have too many. You invariably want more.
Absolutely, in particular when it's sterling silver quality, really.
Absolutely. Sterling silver with the gemstones we've been having on today, you've got to. You really have got to.
I would demand it with the likes of that moonstone that I had on earlier. I would absolutely demand it.
Absolutely.
And that rainbow moonstone that truly has one of the biggest rainbow qualities I've ever seen. I mean, this with that heart chain.
Oh, phenomenal.
Just stunning, knowing all the connotations behind moonstone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, rolling this price down. Should have been close to £13 today. £9.95 for you. I always get shocked about what we do with the price of our sterling silver, because at the end of the day, what I've got for you here is something which at the moment is going up in price. I've got a big amount of design features upon there as well. I've got something that we can't just kind of get our hands on at any time. A lot of the time we have to wait for kind of pieces like this to come back in. So realistically, it is something very special to be able to drop this in price ever. If you want to get your hands on these, now's your opportunity to do so. £9.95. I know we've not got long left, but I've got time for a showstopper. Sit there. Sorry, there's nothing there, Okay, I've got for you here a selection of your ultimate treasures. This is a collection of your gemstones. And I've got to say that what we have here is, oh my gosh, a colour palette that is going to put a massive smile on my producer's face. Ooh. Ooh. Now, I could talk to you about this for a good 17.5 minutes, but I've actually only got 3. So I'm just going to be super quick and say what we have here is your rich, natural African amethyst. You could tell that because you've got those Zambian-esque toes that have that gorgeous back palette at the tip of the purple, of the, light lavender colours. And then at the base, look how deep and rich and velvet like that is. That is such a good quality. You could even see actually over here some of those pink glows. You've also got in here that wonderful aquamarine, of which you've got a very even colouring through those, haven't you? You've got a really even colouring, which means that you haven't got any that kind of try it out, shine any others. You've got that symmetry, which means you can easily make a continuous design with these. And last but not least, you have that sky blue topaz. Imagine that with the London blue topaz I had earlier on. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? One of the highest RIs of all gemstones out there in that beautiful sky blue topaz, meaning you get that light like that brilliance you can see banding away there. This is a showstopper. I'm about to stop the show on this literally for freeview viewers. $27.95 is the price you've seen this at, is the price we've enjoyed this at, but not today. This price point will only stand until 8 o'clock, but I doubt it's going to last till then. Should have been always £28. Today it's £14.95 for you today. That just made Tarry do a double take and a mouse drop.
For the 3 strands?
For all 3 strands, yes.
For the sky blue topaz?
For the sky blue topaz,
and
for that deep amethyst, for that stunning E for that cover reed, and for the box itself as well.
That's not right.
That is something special.
So not right.
It's so not right. But it's okay. Because I'm going to make it a bargain anyway.
You go. Yeah.
That is a sensational deal. Now, I did just mention that, you know, at 8 o'clock, this will be going back up to price. Okay, ignore that because it ain't going to be lasting until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning with the amount of you that are diving in on the phone now like this is an episode of Splash. So please do feel free to get this in your basket and check out those baskets because seriously, that is a special deal. £14.95 for you today on that collection. Really is phenomenal. Isn't that a shocker?
It's a huge shock. Any one of those strands would be that on their own. Less than £5 for a strand of that quality. It's ridiculous. Sky blue topaz for less than £5.
It's boggling.
It's, oh gosh.
Discombobulated. Oh my, even my dogs have fainted at that price. Why would you not want this? Why would you not want this? And that is big look from Mark. Well, I do, and a lot of you do. Alison, Tarry, you're going to be back with us in the last hour.
I am.
And we're actually going to have a little bit of a demonstration from you.
Yes, we are.
We're treating you today. We are. We're going to do a little bit of a demonstration in the next hour. If you're with us on Freeview, though, me and Alison are leaving you very soon. Thank you for joining us this morning. I always do appreciate it. And from Freeview, for me and Alison,
Bye.
I will see you tomorrow bright and early. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. For everyone else, more demos after the break.
There are 4